All right, guys, welcome back to the Unfilterd Podcast, man. We have a panel full of amazing guests today. It's going to be a great show. Let's get it.
Oh no.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Yo, baby, how y'all doing on this beautiful Monday night? Tonight we're joined with an amazing guest. Before we get in the show, though, guys, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we go live, guys. Make sure you join the locals. In the locals, you get all the juicy drama that I know y'all want to see. That means fights. That means the porn stars fighting, the OnlyFans girls fighting, the strippers fighting. All that good behind-the-scenes content is on the locals, so make sure you check us out on there. Also, guys, we having our 5K subscriber party this Saturday. I know y'all want to be part of it, so if you do, make sure you hit one of us up. It could be me, Eric, Josh, Jules, any of us. Make sure you just hit us in the DMs, and we'll get y'all set up for that 5K subscriber party. Also, guys, make sure you become a YouTube member. To do that, you have to go to our YouTube channel on desktop, click join. There's 6 tiers. The top tier gives you the best perks that we offer. That means the top percentage off merch, our personal numbers so you do business with us. Also, you get invited to the Instagram chat for members only. Guys, we moved that Instagram chat that was for all the supporters called the Unfiltered Army that was on Instagram. We moved that over to Discord. In the Discord, you can drop us topic suggestion videos to react to and sounds that, we can put on the soundboard. So if you want to be more interactive with us, make sure you go to the description, click the Discord link, and I'll see you there.
Yeah. Listen, man, special shout out to the chat today, man. We appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Yesterday, we didn't have a show. I was in Maryland yesterday. Shout out to Jules. Me and Jules took that 17-hour drive to Maryland and then 17 hours back. So we got here literally a few hours ago, and we could have made all the excuses not to have a show today. But here we are. Okay. So shout out to her and shout out to the chat as well. Listen, man, we want to thank you guys. You guys could be anywhere right now, but you're here with us. Like Bezo said, we actually have the 5K party this weekend. Man, it's looking like it's going to be a great party so far. There's already close to like 80 people in that chat, and we still have a few more days to go. Man, that party is going to be pretty cool. So I'm excited for that. If you guys can make it, if you're in the Miami area, please message us. And if you can't, I think Conceited came up with a good idea, and she said that she thinks that we should do like a video call with the members. So shout out to the members.
Yeah, we could do that.
Also, guys, as you guys may very well know, we get demonetized pretty much every single video here. YouTube is a community where they like to censor certain stuff. So we're unfiltered. We talk about everything here. So all your support is very appreciated. Any super chats over $5 obviously will be shown on the screen. Any super chats over $10 will be read out loud by me or Josh. Obviously, any super chats over $50 or $100, I'll read them personally for you guys. Thank you so much for all your support. If you guys want any merch, hit up unfilteredpodcast.shop. Okay, unfilteredpodcast.shop. Let's give a sponsor a quick shout out. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Dr. Kish. He's a board-certified family medicine physician. If you sign up to be a member of our YouTube channel, you can message him directly for quick and reliable medical advice. All his links are in the description.
Yeah. Guys, listen, special shout out to Dom as well. I cannot thank you enough, Dom, for all the hard work that you do. Working on the Clips channel, working on the merch, helping us with all the logos and stuff like that, man. We really appreciate all the hard work that you put in. I'm a big believer that everything matters, so I appreciate all the hard work that you put in, man. Guys, if you want to gift memberships, it's really easy. You can actually do it all on the YouTube link. I think you have to be on a desktop. Also, if you want to be able to receive gift memberships, you have to go on the settings and turn that on. If you want to be on the show, please make sure you contact any of us. All of our links are in the description. That's about it for today, man. Let's introduce the panel. Go ahead.
Starting with you, Jen. Can I get your name, age, and what you do for a living?
Hi, everybody. I'm Jennifer. I'm 20 years old, and I do hair, retwist, twist, braids. I can do blowouts, anything. You can hit me up in the DMs if you want an appointment.
Okay. Damn, you're 20 years old?
Yeah,
Fuck, bro. You look older. I'm not going to lie.
it's okay.
Got me.
Okay.
For real.
All right. What about you? Go ahead.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ale. I'm 18. I work at a store for a clothing store for big and tall men, and I sell clothes on the side.
Have you started your website yet?
Huh?
Or your Instagram?
No. I'm still working on it.
You
'cause
haven't
I
created
need
a
to
website or the Instagram yet.
Huh?
You haven't
I
started
have the
website or
Instagram,
anything?
but not the website yet.
Can I ask you a question? When you say big and tall, are you saying fat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what it means?
Yeah,
She was
that's
trying
Big
to
and
be
tall.
nice.
Are
Yeah,
those-
it's actually for like football players, basketball players.
Okay. Though, because I figured those are like really nice words to say
Yeah.
fat.
Big,
Big.
and tall.
Big and tall. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to you.
That's the finesse
Uh,
right there.
Okay. What about you? Go ahead.
My name is Sophia. I'm a student in UM. I'm 31 and I'm Russian.
31. Okay. And you're Russian.
Hello. Yeah,
Okay. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming today.
thank you.
Let's start with the gentleman. We'll start this way and make our way around. Go ahead.
It's Chelsky, Mr. Ski, the one and only, man. I rap. I'm an artist.
Okay. Well, how old are you, bro?
I'm 23. My bad.
23. Okay. You know what's crazy, bro? I'm gonna be honest, man. When some of you guys sign up to come on the show, when you do it through the app, some of you guys don't put your real names,
Yeah.
and it's really confusing because I'll have like Ski Mask God 7:30. You know, last week we had Forever
Yeah.
20. You know, and I'm like so when we communicate with you guys to come on the show to confirm, I'm like, yo, is this Forever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a so maybe if we
And
could start.
surprisingly, it was a guy.
Yeah, it was a guy. So we got to start definitely implementing that, man. But shout out to you. What about
Yeah,
you?
for sure.
What's your name and what do you do for a living? How old are you?
What's going on? What's going on? It's Playboy. Don't play with the plays. I'm 20. I'm a rapper. I'm a YouTuber. Dibby dabbing a little bit of everything. So
How old did you say you were?
20.
Yeah, he said he was 20. Okay,
Dope,
cool.
dope.
Shout out to you.
Sir.
Okay, what about you, brother?
What's up? I'm 22 years old. My name's Jose, and I'm a professional MMA fighter.
Okay, cool. Jose. Okay, cool. Damn, bro, we've been having a lot of
Yeah,
MMA
big
fighters
fighter.
here.
Yeah.
No, and they say it
Oh,
the
yeah,
same
that's-
spot
yeah,
every
okay,
time.
yeah. Okay,
You
shout
know
out to you.
Danny? You know Danny?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Danny's actually gonna be at the party this weekend, so I'm really
Yeah,
excited
he is,
about it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's super cool. Okay, cool. What about you, brother? Go ahead.
What's up, y'all? My name's King. I'm 35. I'm a DJ at Booby Trap here in Miami. I also have a podcast, mentuitionacademy.com, or just go to YouTube and type in Mentuition. Appreciate you guys for having me back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Shout out
sure,
to you,
for
man,
sure.
and thank you so much for coming through today, bro.
you.
Every time you're here, man, it's a lit show. So shout out to you.
Thank you.
What about you, brother? Go ahead.
Yo, it's Jet Kid, the Iceman, aka YKM.Jeremy on Instagram. I am a YouTuber, content creator, and artist. Those two over there, you know, those two dark skin guys, those are my guys.
Two
We a
fine
crew,
dark skin.
3 of us. You know, you could catch us on. You could catch us on Drewski's Could Have Been tour. I ain't gonna do all that right now. Let's continue.
Yeah.
How old are you,
Don't
bro?
even give it to
I'm
them.
26.
You're 26. Okay. And when you first started to say your name, you said like 3 different
Yeah,
names.
you said Jackhead, the big god on the 42 Street.
So what do you want us to call you today, bro?
Jet Kid,
Jack Kid?
Jet.
I'm just gonna call you Kid. All right.
I like it. I like it.
Cool.
Cool
So,
with that.
with that being said, man, shout out to you guys. Thank you for coming today. We really appreciate your time. Okay. My first question for the panel and chat. Listen, man, we appreciate you guys. Like I said, anything you guys want us to cover, topic wise, or if you have any questions, go ahead and super chat that in. If you have any questions at all, even if you want to just, have us rate your Instagram or something like that, go ahead and talk to Josh, and he'll take care of that for you. So my first question for the panel today, and you know what? I think we should start off with the ladies today. If a man is responsible for a woman's safety, does he have a certain amount of authority over her?
Sensation.
And we'll start off with you this time. Go ahead.
When you say a certain amount, like, do you mean like, is there a limit on his authority?
Okay, so let's say me and you are dating, and if you go out, I'm responsible for your safety, right? I got to make sure that you come back alive.
Yeah.
Do I also have authority to say, you know what, we're not gonna go there, or I actually don't want you to go to that club with your friends? That type of authority.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that everybody understands what I'm talking about, do you think that men should have authority over their girlfriends or fiancés?
Yeah,
etc.?
I agree. I think men should have authority over their fiancés, girlfriends, and
Okay, so in all aspects, though.
in the relationship, of course, you taking the lead.
Okay, all right, cool.
Men lead. Okay.
Okay, what about you, Ale? What do you think about that?
I feel like yes, because that also makes a woman feel like wanted, like, you know, like he actually like cares for her, like, you know, like he actually like, I don't know, like if I have a man personally, like if I have a man in low key, like if he's not telling me what to do, like, you know, like leading me, like then I feel like he doesn't really like care. Like,
And you wouldn't respect him as much either.
yeah, I wouldn't respect him as much.
Okay. What about you? If I'm dating you, do I have a certain amount of authority over you?
Yeah, for sure. But the thing is, like, are we dating? As long as we are dating, of course, yeah. But at the same time, I think we have to, you know, talk about like what you can
Goodbye.
do. I
What do you mean by that?
in the sense, like, I mean, we can,
What do you mean by
I
that?
was thinking, you know, like all the girls, like I actually, I really, I like what they said, but at the same time, you know, I'm more like into, we can talk about, you know, whether you want to go somewhere, where I mean, it's not only one way. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
But of course,
Can we rewind though? Like, well, why did you say that?
no, it's just like the way that I said it. Just like I think it's not only about the, you know, the power over, you know, your girl to have the authority, but at the same time, I think it's okay, you know, to discuss like whether you want to go somewhere, ask
Okay.
my opinion. That's what I meant.
Are you
It's like-
single?
Yeah.
Okay.
But recently single, start from there. So, but I mean, at the same time, I think it's kind of okay. You know, I just realized it when I was listening to the girls. It's like I think it's also kind of, you know,
Okay.
healthy.
But I think you missed the key part of that.
Yeah,
If me and you are dating,
of course.
I'm responsible
yes,
for your
that's true.
safety. You're not responsible
No,
for
not
my
at all.
safety.
Not at
I'm
all.
responsible for my
Of
own
course.
safety. So how would you also have the same authority over me that I have over you if I'm responsible for your safety?
Correct.
No, of course, like in that sense, you have the more authority, and of course, I'm gonna ask you, and you're gonna be the one who's like, okay, whether you're gonna go or not gonna go. But at the same time, even though he's gonna take responsibility of himself and the girl, I would love to, you know, that sometimes he can ask me, what do you think if I'm gonna go there? What is your opinion on that? But again, it's like,
But then if
Yeah, but it's
your
not-
boyfriend is
yeah.
asking you, hey, can I go to the bar? Can I
Yeah.
go hang out with my friends? Is he really in a leading position, or is he following you now?
no, it's like I think it's okay. Like I mean, if he makes a different decision, he's like, okay, I'm gonna go anyways.
Uh-huh.
It's fine as long as he at least discuss it with me.
Well,
I think
so-
rather than, you know, like
Why is that? Because like you want to feel good about it, like.
yeah, I just realized that, yeah, you know, like when I was
Alright.
listening to others, yeah.
I'm gonna go to the strip club tonight. Was you know what I'm saying?
No.
No, see, you can't say no. You just gotta agree with it, and then I go. It's good, right? That's okay.
Okay, so see that's gonna be that's gonna be a problem though.
Exactly.
Because if you tell her, hey, I'm going to the strip club tonight, and she says no, if you leave anyways, now she's pissed. When you come back,
get mad.
when he comes back
Facts.
from the club, you have a big attitude. If not, you've already probably done some petty stuff. Maybe, you know,
Probably
But
hit
the
up
funny
your
thing,
ex
like
or
the way
something.
that I want to say, it's not about that he has to ask me. At least he has to, you know, like I'm going with the boys rather than, you know, like me knowing or
So he
figuring
just has
out.
to tell you.
Just
He
have to
doesn't
Just
tell
tell
saying that, like, you know,
Does he
by
have
the
to
way,
tell
I'm
you where
going
he-
somewhere.
like,
And
does
he's
he have to tell you the location or where he's going?
no, I mean, no, I don't think so. Why wouldn't care? You know, it's like I just realized that possibly it's also kind of like about the honesty between the two. Of course, you brought the topic about the responsibility of the guy. You know, he takes the care of the safety and everything. I totally agree.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it would be cool, you know, if we can have this conversation. It's not I'm gonna say no. You're gonna say no, but at least letting me know. It's like, okay, you know, I'll go with the boys. And like, okay,
Okay,
That's
so
awesome.
I think what you're saying is, as long as he's let's say he's just walking out the door.
yeah.
If he's like, hey, by the way, I'm going to hang out with the
Yeah,
guys,
it's
that's
fine.
all you want.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
kind of cool at the same time, you know, just to
Okay.
bring that to the topic as well. Not only that he's gonna know everything about me, but I would love to know a little bit more about him. You know, what he's
Okay,
doing.
I understand what you're
yeah.
saying. Gentlemen, what do you think about what she's saying?
I guess she's on the right path. All I really see is it's really more of a respect thing. I don't feel like each parties have to really tell each other every detail. If you're in a committed relationship,
Yeah.
you kind of know what type of person you're dealing with, and you should know what's right and what's wrong in a manner.
Sensational.
And I guess I feel her though communication does help,
Yeah, the
especially early
communication.
on. But
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't
Yeah.
feel like it should be to a point to where you feel like you have to. Oh, I have to always let you know what I'm doing or where I'm going.
Is that for the girl or that for the guy?
Both parties. Like I
Okay.
say, as a man, if you're dealing with a girl, and it should be.
No.
He was doing good.
You're,
God.
you're telling me like you don't care if your girl just leaves the crib and like doesn't tell you what she's doing?
If it's my girl, I ain't gonna say I could guess where she's going, but It depends.
No,
It
you're
depends.
gonna want her to tell you.
bro.
You're gonna want her to tell you.
Hell no.
Come on.
Bro, what the hell you think for the beam, man?
Okay, cool. Let's move on. What about you? What do you think about that?
What she said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Or
read
just in general about the whole dynamic of a man having authority over his woman, right?
Facts.
A certain amount of authority. I'm not saying that he like owns her,
Yeah.
but as a protector, right? You should be able to tell your girlfriend or your fiance or your wife, hey, listen, I think this is a bad move on your part. I don't think you should go out at 2 a.m. to go to the club. I don't think you should hang out with the girls that are single and are getting drunk. Should men have authority over women in that aspect?
100%. Like once it's to the point where they life in your hands, it's like almost back to being like when you was with your parent.
Okay.
When you
That's,
going
I like that you
somewhere.
said that because I have kids and no one has a problem with me telling my daughter, hey, don't do that. That's not good for you. This isn't safe. You're going to hurt yourself, right? But when it comes to women, the society does have a big problem with that. So I think we all agree here that a man, if a man is responsible for a woman's
Yes.
safety, he should have some sort of authority over her, right?
Right.
So then why is it that society is saying the opposite? Why is it that society is saying, hey, by the way, guys, you all are responsible for your woman's safety, but you can't tell her what to do?
Because everyone want to be, all these girls want to be city girls.
Yeah,
What they call hot girls.
independent.
What they call it?
It's like a trend.
The
It's really a
image.
trend.
It's a trend right now to put the two against each other.
Okay.
Why do you think that? What do they gain from it, from us being divided?
I don't really want to go that deep, but
Let's
like,
go.
Remember
deep.
that
Come on.
women want to be like independent now. That's why
it's
too.
bigger than that though. It's like on some like the reason why they do it like that is because unified we a problem. Like
Facts. Go ahead, speak your shit,
you
bro.
feel me? Like we all together, we a problem. That's why they try to make everything separate.
Uh-huh.
Like if you realize the roles have been reversed, like you got men acting like women, now you got the women acting like men. Like that's how they set it up though. That's how they you feel me?
But here's the thing though. I realize that in society, it's women. Like I don't see men saying that, like men still to a certain
No, trust me. There are men that act submissive now. Like they
It's
act like,
bad.
yes, but and I agree with what you're saying. I'm saying overall men are still trying to protect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've never once not wanted to protect. If I'm with someone I care, I want to protect them, right?
100%.
But as a man, I think also if you are in a position of protecting and you're with someone that still wants to be their own boss and doesn't want to listen to you, it makes you not want to protect them.
Yeah, a big part of it is money. I think if they can keep the women pissed at men, they make more money. Women will shop
That's a
more.
money
Yeah,
thing. Everything
women on
always
taxes.
boils
Women
down to
will-
money,
women
not to
will,
cut you off.
Yeah, women will work longer in the workforce,
Mhm.
right? If they had a husband, they probably stop working. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So they're gonna be a bunch of 50, 60-year-old women with no dudes. I can't wait to see how it is. Like when we're in our 50s, when we're in our 60s, it's gonna be a lot of like they might make housing for bitches and shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
will
no, I'm
never
serious.
see-
It's gonna be bad, bro.
You'll
It's
never
gonna be
see
bad.
another cat on the street. It's gonna be so much cats in these females'
Yeah.
houses.
Oh my
No,
god.
that's facts. So I think it's a money thing too, and keeping women working. If you keep them working, keep them in that workforce,
Mhm.
they don't feel like they need a man.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
And if you think about it, they're not secure no more. They're not inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, brother? You haven't said anything yet about it. What do you think? Do you think that a man should have some sort of authority over his significant other if he's responsible for her safety?
Yeah, if you're dating me, it's
Speaking to
known
Mike.
Into the
that-
mic, brother.
it's known that I'm responsible for your safety. So if I know you're gonna go do some stupid shit, I'm gonna tell you don't go do that stupid shit.
Mhm.
And then if you go do the stupid shit, you come back, you're gonna be single.
Goodbye.
But here's the thing, though. Maybe that's just you, but most men would still let the woman go do whatever she's doing and then come back and accept it.
No.
And I think that's probably one of the things that we're doing wrong. I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying most men. There's a lot of men
Facts.
out there that they would let the girl go to the club, and when she comes back, maybe he's mad. He's playing Call of Duty, but he'll get over it eventually. And I think women kind of get used to that.
Because more than likely, that guy already settled for the girl. A lot of majority of guys are, desperate. The average man,
facts.
they can't get girls. So when they finally get that girl and they finally tie down with that girl, but he'll let anything slide. The girl could be like, "Nah, I'm not giving you pussy for the next 2 weeks." He's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
That's
I just need
what
you.
I'm gonna say right there.
Yeah, like I said,
Facts.
I personally don't understand how society still wants men to provide that manly part, right, which is to protect and to provide, but women are not expected to provide anything in return for that. It's almost like the Disney thing where you're just supposed to get that, right?
Mhm.
Real quick, do we have any super chats, bro?
No 10 and ups right
No
now.
10 and ups. Okay, cool. I will remember any cool chats, any funny chats, man. Make sure they go on the screen. I want to make sure I read them real quick.
Yeah.
Do we have a new member? I think I saw like a member.
Oh yeah,
chat.
let me read that.
Yeah.
You might see it on mobile. I don't see it.
Okay,
on
cool. Shout out to
Can't
go ahead, bro.
even find it. Josh, did you see it?
No, I don't see
he
it on
says
my
he
end.
can't see it on his end,
Yeah.
bro. Okay,
Since
cool.
I'm using
If
Streamlabs.
if you guys
Tell
became
because to
members,
send it again.
yeah, let me see if no, it's right here. It's because for the Vatos, which girl on the panel has the highest body count and why? Okay, cool. Shout out to my boy 2 months being a Super Saiyan, man. We
Shout out
appreciate
to
you
you,
so
bro.
much.
Shout
bro.
out to you because
You know what? Let's go ahead and play this one real quick. What did he say?
He said, and why? Like, that
okay,
threw
yeah.
me off.
For real. So
Come on, it's on filter. Let's see how
so
filter you
essentially
are.
what he's saying is based off your opinions, and obviously we just all met, right?
Mhm.
Which woman looks like she has the biggest body count? And then why do you think that? So he's asking why. So real quick, we'll start off with you. Make it short and concise, guys. Listen, guys. It doesn't have to be complicated. This is literally it's not that serious.
They're not gonna be
it's not that serious.
Keep it P.
Okay, cool. So go ahead.
All right, you say who I think.
Yes,
my bad.
into the
You
mic.
say who I think got the most.
Yes.
I'll say
the Russian.
I forgot. My bad. I'm bad with names.
Okay,
But I'll
just
say
describe
her,
what she's wearing, bro.
Light blue shirt, like
Okay,
Sophia.
light blue. Okay, so why?
I'll say why for two things because she probably more experienced. She older than them.
Okay, so
And
age.
Okay.
For two, she in college.
Okay, cool.
Like,
Listen, man, this is not to put anybody down. Okay, these are just basic questions. If you guys make it complicated, it makes it look worse than what it is. Okay, so essentially what you're saying is you think her because she's older
Mhm.
and because you think she has more experience. Obviously, with the age comes experience, right?
right.
And this is the reason why I'm saying be short and concise is because, bro, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, facts.
Because for men, what you're showing right now is for men, we look at women that are older as more experienced.
Right.
And that's just the way we all think.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's not to offend anyone. If you're young, you're young. If you're old, you're old. But it's just it goes to show that's just the way we're made,
wired,
bro.
yeah.
We're wired to
Yeah,
think
facts.
that if she's older, she probably has had more trauma, more boyfriends, etc., more life
That's
experience.
just logical.
But
yeah, it's like I don't even think it's like a male thing. I just think it's like logic. Like,
yeah, we understand. But here's the
Yeah,
thing:
facts.
for women, it's different. Women don't want younger men.
no,
Women want older men. Why? Because they're looking for that experience.
Yeah.
They're looking for the stability. They're looking for finances,
because
right?
that go back to the first thing you said. They're not looking for us to. They're not looking to take care of us. They're looking for us
Correct.
to take care of them.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with women wanting older men. There's also nothing wrong with older
Facts.
men wanting younger women. That's just the way we're wired. The same way we're wired to look at younger women, they're also wired to look at older men. And it is what it is, bro. So real quick, which one and why? Go ahead. Speaking to the mic, please, fellas.
I don't want to say the same thing as him,
Uh-huh.
but I kind of want to say the same thing.
Okay, cool.
The only
Okay.
other thing I'm gonna say is the only reason I would say her is because she's attractive.
And by her, you mean the girl in the corner?
Yeah, the girl in the corner.
Okay,
with
so with
glasses.
the curly hair. Okay.
Yes, because she's so attractive. I'm not saying she's a hot girl, but
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
if,
okay. And listen, here's
here's
a big misconception too. A lot of people think that older women have more sexual partners, but a lot of times it's the younger
Yeah,
ones.
exactly.
And
It's
the
this new
reason why,
generation, bro.
but the reason is why, because you said, because a lot of times a girl that's really attractive has a lot more guys trying to talk to her,
Exactly. A lot more power in their hands.
a lot more power, and then also a lot more opportunities.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like for instance, if you're a pretty girl and let's say for this hypothetically she's average,
Mhm.
well, you have maybe like 200 guys talking to you a week.
Mhm.
She might have like 20. So even if you're still filtering through those 200 guys, you still have a lot more opportunities to get with more people than she does. Does that make sense?
I get what y'all see. It makes sense, but like literally, I'm just a regular person. Like
That's what they all say.
I swear,
That's what they
I don't be
all-
flooded like that. My shit do not be flooded like that. But hey, man, I appreciate the compliment. Though.
Okay. I just need you to speak into the mic,
I'm
okay?
sorry,
Yeah, I
I
got
got
you.
one question though. Where are you from?
I'm Dominican.
Dominican.
Okay.
I-
Damn, you
yeah,
shooting your shot over here?
No,
bro?
I just had to clear the air.
Call him out. Hey, I don't care, bro. I'm
I
just
know
saying.
you don't.
All right, cool.
Go do your thing,
I
man.
just had to know. I had to know.
All right, real quick. Which one and why? Speaking to the mic, please.
I'm gonna have to say the one in the middle, but like the opposite.
I need you to speak into the mic, bro.
The one in the middle.
Okay, so the one in the middle with the jacket, and what was the reason?
Because now the younger girls just
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now generation, the younger girls, like all over the place.
I get that, and I guess to that point, I would say that like I'm in my 30s.
Yeah.
Like women in the 30s, at least I feel like they still kind of have that morality.
Yeah.
Right. Where
Some of them.
like some of them, not all of them,
Depends on the
but
race.
because and the reason why I say that is because their parents were that older generation where they at least still kind of like instilled some values into them, and the new generation now, bro, no one's teaching them anything positive.
You got babies. You got babies raising babies. What you can't do nothing about it.
Well, it's the baby boomers, right? Okay, and it sucks to say it. It's not talking. It's not to talk bad or negatively about younger people, but it's just if you look at society nowadays, I see 16, 17-year-olds on yachts.
Facts.
I see 16, 17-year-olds being bartenders.
And you know it's weird? It's
crazy.
because people society allows it, bro. They think it's cool. They don't really care to know the girls' ages. They don't ask. They'll be like, yo, I think she's
They
this
just have to be
young,
attracted.
but I'm
It's
not gonna
pretty
ask her
privileged.
that she's that young.
So it's pretty privileged, but also I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I don't know if it's something in the food, but 16 and 17-year-olds.
They
Yeah,
look
no,
like
there is
girls.
actually something in the food. They put
Yes.
hormones in
Yeah,
chicken.
trust. Everything
Yeah.
is planned. Is nothing.
Bro, listen,
Yeah.
out of
That's a
order.
fact.
when I was 15, a 15-year-old girl looked like she was 15.
Facts.
I'm telling you, it's actually the food.
But a 15-year-old girl now, man, she's looking 25.
Yeah,
You
facts.
feel me?
And that's
No,
That's
it's true.
crazy.
I
No,
know.
like
okay, cool.
I used to work at Bath and Body Works, so I used
Okay.
to see a whole. I see everything, all different type of cultures. So
Okay,
I just see a Trinidad.
that's scary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm getting tempted all ways.
But
when I
it's
see
not just that they're looking older, it's that they're acting older.
yeah.
Dressing older,
Yeah.
all of
It's
that.
that they're acting. So now you might see a 16-year-old at the mall. She might be acting like she's 19, 20.
Exactly.
You know what I
Some-
mean?
And some booty shorts, letting
Yeah.
everything be seen. You feel me? That's exactly some Trinidadian was walking through. Feel me? Looking at some perfumes. Walked up.
You gotta ask for ID, bro. You
It's
gotta ask
so
for
funny.
ID.
I looked at it. I
Okay.
was like, I asked her just like, where you from? How old are you?
Yeah.
And when she started hesitating, I'm like,
Yeah, you're like, yeah. Let's
Hell with a
what's
rewind.
up.
Okay, real quick. Which one and why, in your opinion?
3 girls to stay away from: nurses, flight attendants, and hairdressers.
Mm.
So I'm gonna say her.
Yeah.
Oh my
She a
God.
hairdresser. Hairdresser chicks be getting
Hold
hit.
on, hold on. Which one?
Flight attendant.
Nurses, flight attendants, and hairdressers.
Can you?
Okay.
He hit him on the head like
Nurses, flight
CNN.
attendants.
Flight attendants be getting it in.
Wow.
I see why he
Flight
says
attendants
hairdresser.
I've
definitely
never
know
heard
something.
that before.
I want to
She
know
knows
why the
something.
nurse.
facts.
I don't know what it is, but the girls that be drawing blood, they be the freakiest ones.
Nurses
I don't know
are
what it
freaky.
is. Bro.
They say it's something about them scrubs.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm
I can
serious.
see that. But also, they see so many people, bro.
Yeah.
And also, like, if you're a guy and this nurse is bro.
I'm sure. Yeah,
I'll tell y'all that.
And listen, if you're getting healed by a nurse, like if you're getting nursed by a beautiful woman, and you're like, hold up, bro,
Yeah.
like, and it's something attractive
back to
about that
that.
nurturing aspect, right?
Yeah.
So,
I'll tell you
Facts.
this: I'm a DJ, and when I DJ'd back in DC, I did parties for lawyers, the law school students at Georgetown,
mhm.
and the med school students turned up the most.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
the freakiest, the most drug
They
using,
say
Okay,
drinking.
that's
So
crazy,
they were
bro.
the party-
I was,
party-
I was literally
Yeah.
just at Georgetown yesterday. That's crazy. You said.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, which one did you pick?
Oh, her, the
Oh, her.
hairdresser.
Okay,
Wait,
cool.
you gotta
I
explain the
feel like
hairdresser
you
one too.
picking on me.
Hairdresser girls just be freaks. They just be getting
How?
it in like,
I
Bro.
just got this my hobby.
them
Like,
niggas be
you
sitting
feel me?
between them legs.
No,
shit.
ain't nobody sitting between my legs.
You
I'm
can
sitting
tell
on
how-
that chair
you can
and you doing your
Oh, nah, I can't get my hair done like that.
I can't have you have these people on the internet thinking the wrong thing about
I
hairdressers.
feel,
look,
Oh, yeah.
depending on the color of her hair too. Like
Oh,
red.
yeah.
She got a modest look now.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
Don't let that fool you.
All right, cool. Real quick, before we get to you, brother. Shit, you know what? We'll get to Captain in a bit. Shout out to you, Captain. I see you, man. 4 months being a Super Saiyan. We appreciate that so much. Real quick, which girl, in your opinion, and why?
Originally was her.
Okay.
But it's a lot just leading, glasses, hairdresser.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, man.
So
whatever.
It's giving Velma, yeah.
Hey, man, that's some Scooby Doo shit. I can't see.
Okay. So you were gonna select her, and then you decided to go with her. Okay, cool. Shout out to you. We appreciate that. Real quick, Captain says, should a guy take a girl who only offers the bare minimum, cooking, cleaning, etc.? So, if a girl only offers the minimum, which is to cook, to clean, the basic necessities. Should guys take them? I mean, that's a tough question because
I would say yeah, bro.
Like
I mean,
dating,
Just the bare
or do you
minimum.
mean like?
hey, it's sad, but nowadays the bare minimum is a high value woman.
Exactly. Yeah. Like a lot of women out here can't even cook for real.
I believe
They
that.
can't even
Yeah.
make
the thing about the bare minimum.
Same
is-
time, it's pricey nowadays too, though. Like
Yeah.
everything pricey
depend-
nowadays.
Look, what I would say is take the bare minimum girl, and if she's not, doing stuff to retain you after that, if she's not trying to, do other stuff besides the bare minimum, then yeah, get rid of her.
You can't expect much though. You went for the bare minimum.
Exactly.
No, but that's exactly what they're saying is that the bare minimum is actually like rare nowadays.
Oh, okay. So
You know
Like,
what
that's
I
a high
mean?
value
So,
woman
so think
nowadays.
about it. How many times have you like talked to a girl and she doesn't know how to cook? Right? Think about that for a second.
It don't last
So
long.
now when you meet a girl that does know how to cook, she automatically stands out because
Facts.
you're like, oh, well, she can actually cook me some food, right?
Facts.
But on the other hand, the last 4 girls you talked to couldn't even cook oodles and noodles. So and so this girl stands out. But me personally, it's tough, man. Especially when you have someone that does it all. You know what I mean? So when you meet someone that does it all, like I have someone that does it all, so I'm pretty blessed in that aspect. But that's also why she stands out because she does it all.
All right, well, let's do this. Let's speak for the average guy because the average guy is not us. Would you do that if you were the average guy? Do we take a girl?
If I was the
that's
average
minimum?
guy, I think I would have to date a girl like that. I would have no choice because that would be like up here
Yeah.
to me, right?
Yeah, facts.
On the
So-
hypergamy scale, she's kind of like
Yes.
above,
Yes,
which
100%.
isn't a good thing. But
Definitely, if I was the average guy, I'd take it.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay, cool. Would you ladies date a guy that only makes $30,000 a year for the rest of his life? And I'll start off with you since you like that question so much. I'm looking at your reaction. Go ahead. So remember, this guy wouldn't cheat on you. He's a perfect guy, but he's only making $30,000 a year for the rest of his life.
So the thing is that I myself, like I'm, growing. Like I consider myself as an ambitious person. So of course I would expect that my man would be ambitious, had goals, and it doesn't matter what he has right now. The question is like, where's he going right now? So if he's not going anywhere, possibly it's the same with our relationship, our family. So the reason why I would not date such guy, even though he's gonna be loyal and all the great things, it's like there is no growth.
Okay.
what happened if he did have ambition?
He's ambitious for
It's
for the rest of
impossible.
his
It's
life,
impossible.
but he's only making 30K.
No, but that's impossible. Like if you have ambition, if you know what to do, you have your goals. Like it's impossible. You're gonna go and roll.
But see, I think that's the crazy thing about the question is that if he does have ambition and he's a hard worker and he's gonna make more than 30K, he's also gonna want to have more things that come with that. Like for instance, if he's making 100K, he's gonna want to have some fun with that 100K. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the complicated thing about having to choose between those two is that most women come on here and they swear, I'll take a guy that does not cheat on me. I will take a guy, he can be broke. I don't care. As long as he doesn't cheat on me, I'll take him. But in reality, I don't think women really want that.
Facts.
But everybody's different. So I don't know. I cannot.
If he makes 300K, can he cheat on you then?
Nobody can cheat. I mean, like, what are you talking
You
about?
said you wouldn't consider it cheating if
I'm
he slept with another girl.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, it's not about the money. It's like it's the progress, that he makes. It's like possibly he can have less, but I see the progress. For me, that's very important and valuable.
Okay, so what's more important to you? The fact that he's loyal to you and he won't cheat, or the fact that he will provide for you for the rest of your life and he might cheat every now and then?
Well, it depends because how long we've been together. I mean,
if you had to pick right now, like if God came down right now and said, listen, you have 2 options. You can get a guy right now that's going to love you for the rest of his life. He won't cheat on you. He's only going to make 30,000. And whatever you make is extra on top of that. But you guys have to survive off that.
No, thank you.
Or he's saying, or you have this guy right here who's going to give you everything you want. He's also attractive, but he's going to cheat on you every now and then. Which one are you selecting?
Well, that's a very tough question because
answer the question.
And I'm gonna tell you why. No woman gonna say, "Oh, I'm taking the cheating guy."
But if you had to,
and there is no option like I have to. As long as I don't know anything, like I'm fine.
We're actually right now. If you
a
had
lot
to,
of women
if you
would
had
take
to.
that cheating guy that's paying the bill.
No, but Sophia,
Again,
if you had
depends.
to, don't give us a political
Like
question.
if you had
answer.
to pick one, which one would you pick?
even the cheating is different. You know, it's like what
Oh, she
every
dodging
day.
the question, bro.
bro.
She dodging the question.
No, okay. If Jesus told you had to pick one,
What is that?
Jesus.
Come on, you're not going to that level. But
which
I
one you
mean,
picking?
I mean,
Still can't pick.
I agree in the fact that if we're gonna be together for long, of course, at some point, possibly he may cheat. So,
All right,
So which
you
one would you
choosing the-
pick?
so you
choosing
know
the
my
cheating.
answer already. I don't want to say that, but I mean, we already understand.
What's so wrong with saying it?
It's just because I don't think that it's good cheating for anyone. That's my point. But at the same time, I do understand that that the fact that guy may have different interests, needs, especially when you're dating for so long.
Of course.
Yeah, but so
Money
yeah,
talk.
but again, it's not gonna be my role
Hold on.
model.
Don't you think girls always ask for ambitious guys? Don't you think that ambitious guy is going to seek out other women if
Possibly,
he's really
yeah.
ambitious?
Yeah, exactly.
Like
because,
what guy that's not ambitious isn't going to look for another girl?
Oh, that's
yeah, but again, it's like
Just the fuck.
yeah, I would agree, but I would not admit it, in public. It's just like, okay, I would agree, but I would
Okay.
not like.
So
to
you
have
know
that.
ambitious guys are going to do that, but you still want the ambitious guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
well, we understand the answer.
So
yeah.
so let me get this right. So you agree with that one, but you just don't want to publicly admit it.
Fast, but that's
Yeah, it's just like because I still
What-
I
what-
can
what-
I
the way you say
tell
it.
you something?
Uh-huh.
Okay, because it's
I just want to know, like,
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna tell you why. Because possibly I may be a little bit naive in that sense that I still believe that there are some guys like that. But exactly. So because like I still wouldn't have that in my mind,
Mhm.
I don't want to admit it because when you admit it's like you say that, oh, by fact I know for sure, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're
Yeah.
holding out hope, hoping that there is a guy out there that will
Wha-
give you all of that and still won't cheat.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go into a relationship
Mhm.
thinking he's gonna cheat on you already? That
No.
way, hold on, hear me out.
facts.
That's
You
crazy.
won't be
That's
disappointed.
crazy.
He got the
I'm
method.
Look,
No.
like I'm telling you,
He
Mhm.
giving you
I'm
game.
trying to help you out.
Oh, really? Okay.
Trying to help you.
Because
get
you
that
know
next
what's
guy.
going to happen. So like, well, why like be like,
Damn,
no,
just,
it's not.
just thinking about that is so wild though, because what
exactly.
if guys
Same.
went into relationships with women like that?
Exactly.
We do those sometimes.
Yeah.
Nah, I would never
Ah,
go.
yeah,
I would
no.
never
Not like
go to
going into not like going into a relationship, but like situations, anything like you
Getting
meeting a
in them
female, you
cheeks.
talking to a female, you don't. I mean, if you smart, you gonna think like, yeah, she probably got a couple other dudes talking to her right now. You'll be real stupid to just think like, oh, it's just me she talking to right now.
Yeah, definitely. She look good. Like I'm
You
not
feel
dumb.
me?
Like,
Exactly.
yeah,
That's what I mean.
Drop
You
off
feel
her
me?
kids, like-
Yeah, no,
That's what
I
kinda
meant like
mean,
as far as a relationship. I would
Okay,
never,
no,
I would never go
relationship,
into a
nah.
relationship saying this girl might cheat on me, because then
The same
there's
with guys.
But yeah,
Get it into
but guys
existence.
also they shouldn't have to do that because girls and guys show their loyalty different.
correct.
It's
Yeah,
almost,
of
it's almost
course.
like a guy though. Like if you keep throwing at him like, oh, you cheating, you're kind of like egging him to do it.
Mhm.
Like you kind of, like she said, putting it into existence. It's almost like a girl. A girl, when you come back home, oh, you just fucking with them bitches, right?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Okay.
all right, I'm not fucking with them bitches, but you keep in my face, tell me
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fucking with them bitches. All
Okay.
right, I'm gonna stop fucking with them.
Since you already think I'm doing it.
That's, oh, you know what? Damn, I kind of want to get into that right now because I've noticed that sometimes women and men both do that. And they'll sit here and accuse their partners of doing something, and their partner's like, you know what? You're accusing me of this. I might as well do it because I'm already taking the blame for it.
Mhm.
But I don't think that's really smart. Like,
It's
I,
not,
I would
I'm
agree.
saying
I would
I-
agree.
not necessarily, but it's to the point where it will,
I
The
feel like
majority
it- I feel-
mindset, I guess.
I feel like
Exactly.
it play a
Yeah.
role. It breaks trust. You're showing your partner that you don't really trust them.
precisely,
Yeah, I
and
would
it's
agree.
almost like
Yeah.
no, I understand 100%. I'm just saying, I never could understand how someone could, I guess, not bully you, but I guess
Pressure you.
Yeah,
into cheating.
For
I
sure.
and like in a reverse psychology type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's really confusing to me. Real quick. So if you had to choose between the two options that we gave her, which one would you choose?
Where can you mention the options?
Okay, so a loyal guy.
Mhm.
He's average. He's making 30K a year for the rest of his life. He will never cheat on you, but he'll love you exactly the way you want to be loved. Or a really attractive, handsome guy who makes over 100K, and he's gonna cheat on you every now and then. Which one you picking?
The first one.
Okay, so the one that will never cheat on you.
Yes, because okay, but listen. Before you say anything, listen.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, that's because that's not the way I was raised. Like, at least for my dad, me and my dad, like, we have talks, like, we're like friendly, like even like friends. Like, I tell my dad everything, and he tells me, like, I'm telling you, like, there are men that, like, they will never cheat on you. Like, like my dad, he told me when he was dating my mom, he never cheated on her. When they got married, he never cheated on her. She cheated on him.
Well,
And like that's what I'm saying.
Red
So
flag.
if
Yeah,
I
that's
pick
a-
the
that's a
second, no,
huge
I'm like,
red
yo,
flag. That's
so
a
I
huge red
already
flag.
see the
no,
dynamic.
but
Like,
listen.
of it. You just told me a lot about your dad.
Yeah, how do you
No offense,
how do you
no
how do you think that we look at your dad
That's
after
bad.
you said those two
Yeah.
things? So my dad has never cheated on my mom. But my mom
yeah,
has cheated.
exactly. They got divorced after that happened. Yeah. Okay. So, and if I pick the second option, I feel like I'm just not gonna be happy. And me personally, when I'm not happy, like somewhere, I cannot be happy. Like it's just like it has to be like the way I want it to be. Like I had to be happy in a place. Like same for jobs. I had jobs where I wasn't happy.
Mhm.
I left them like that, and then I got something better. Something better came because that's just me. You know, I can't set for like. No, settle down for like low standards.
Alex,
okay.
let me ask you
Yeah.
a question. So your dad said that to you, right? And he said, yeah, there's some guys that'll take you, then they won't cheat. But also look at what happened to your dad. There was some like part of your mother that didn't respect him enough not to cheat. So the guy that got cheated on is telling you this. Do you see how that doesn't make sense? That's like me being broke and telling a rich guy, yo, do this and you'll become rich.
I mean, listen, I don't know your
I
father.
mean, he had chances with other girls too, and I've known them, and they were like really good girls too.
Uh-huh.
Like I knew them, but to be honest, after my mom, he just never got it. Yeah.
But you understand the logic I just placed in
Yeah,
front of you?
I do.
I don't know. I mean, we've had like on this podcast, we've had so many good guys come on here, and it's kind of sad to see what happens throughout the show. Women almost never select them when we do Fuck, Marry, Kill, and when we do the rating game, they actually get rated the lowest. And it's weird. It's like women typically don't like the nice guys, and you guys don't find them attractive. And I would even go as far as saying that most nice guys probably have to be nice because maybe they don't feel like they're attractive enough to get a girl the way most guys would.
What the song called? Girls just wanna have fun. I don't want no boring guy. No girl wants a boring guy.
Well, here's the thing. I have guys that have sat here, literally right here, and have said like, "Oh, I don't mind if a woman has 25 bodies. I'll take her as she is. I'll do this. I'll do that. And then nobody wants to talk to them.
It's because also like women don't like men that don't have that masculine, and that radiates like that's feminine shit.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
so
not
do you think a
masculine
guy's
shit.
gonna have all that masculine energy and not want another woman?
Yes. It depends on how you're raised. I'm telling you.
Okay,
it depends on how you're raised.
Let me just
go
say
ahead.
something though. If you're in a relationship with a guy, there's got to be someone that's the masculine and one that's the feminine.
Yeah.
Sometimes the female wears the pants and then the guy is the feminine. And what ends up happening is the woman turns into the guy and cheats. Not always.
Yeah.
Someone's going to cheat. But what I'm
Role
saying
reverse.
is, someone. So when she starts feeling like the guy, she does what your mom did. So I always say it's worse when women cheat.
Yeah.
Y'all get dominated in bed.
Yes.
Some dude pulling your hair, smacking your ass.
Yep.
Spinning your mouth.
Right.
Throwing you around the
Money
room.
shot on your
Choking
face.
you. You feel me?
And you can get pregnant.
Yeah.
If he gets another woman pregnant, it's different because if
Yeah.
I get stuck raising some other dude's kids,
Yeah.
that's worse for me versus you're not really gonna have to raise another woman's kids. That's like those are the side kids.
Women's are
The
nurturing.
side kids.
So I'm not saying cheating's right, but it's far worse when women do it. And like he said, it's just disrespect. Like you don't really
Also, here's the thing. Are you single?
Yeah.
Okay. There's plenty of good average men out there that you just described that you wanted. Why aren't you with one of them?
Because I'm having fun.
But
They're in your
there's
face.
a lot. There's so many
I
of them
mean,
out here, though.
I believe.
There's
Y'all don't want them. Just be honest.
There's
You don't-
trust
Nobody
me.
wants-
If there's a lot of anythings out here in the world, there's a lot of average men. A lot of them.
In Miami
And nice
that
guys,
don't
too.
cheat.
And nice guys, like he's saying. And they the reason why I say they won't cheat is because they technically can't cheat. Like those are the guys that women aren't looking
Not
at.
even the really like ugly and broke guys, they cheat. They still cheat. So
So
Bro,
where
I-
are you? So it's hard to find this magic guy that you're saying, but either way you have to settle. By being with that guy, you're gonna have to settle no matter what. So you're gonna it's gonna be hard to find him, and then you're gonna settle. What's the point? Like, what do you gain? Why not go for the best man you could possibly get?
because
Is this
let's
not
say
survival of the fittest?
let's say it's serious. Let's say we get serious and like I'm attached to him. I fall in love with him. Whatever. If he cheats on me, like I'm just like that. Like I'm all about respect. I'll feel disrespected. I'll just feel like shit. Like I
But,
couldn't take it. I
you
wouldn't
want
be
kids,
happy.
right? You want kids?
when it comes to time, yeah.
Wouldn't you want your kid to have the best father possible? Why would
Yeah.
you want your kids to have an average guy as a father?
They got y'all worried
Well, he
way
got
too much about
morals.
cheating.
Well, he got
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with what he's saying.
They got y'all worried way too much about cheating.
Yeah,
now,
they
like,
do. Yeah,
Just like
here's the way I would. I know that women hate when I try to make points with cars because women like we're not cars, right? But here's the thing: like if you've ever had a supercar, or if you ever dream of having a supercar, you understand that when you get that supercar, that's a very rare car, right? And so the maintenance is expensive. Like even, and we're not talking about Mercedes or BMW. That maintenance is expensive. But I'm talking about McLarens, Lambos, Ferraris. The maintenance is crazy, right? The tires are crazy.
Change the tires, 20 bands.
The light. If you break a light, it's crazy. It's expensive.
Yeah.
So with that type of value comes a lot of expenses. It comes a lot of taxes, right? So when you're looking at the top percentage of guys, essentially that's what also happens. You're looking at guys that are coming with a lot of taxes. They don't need you per se. They want you around, but they don't need you per se, and they have options.
Okay, but like
and
I
they're
said,
expensive.
You don't think it's also the way you're raised? Like you don't think it's different in other places for like high value men that they don't cheat, that they exist?
In other places,
think-
high value men got 7 wives.
Okay.
It ain't cheating though, because they all under one like agreement.
house.
Like,
Yeah. So
that's not cheating.
So give me an example of what you're saying.
Like let's for an example, like let's say Europe, like there are men, like I met women that have told me, yeah, there are men that like, because men like grow up there with like morals, you know, like even if they have money, whatever, they're high value men, like they won't cheat because they're all about respect. People like, for example, me from my country, like everybody's religious, you know, everybody grows up with religion.
Where's that? Where are you from?
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
Yeah, so everybody's either Catholic or whatever. So everybody has morals. Like everybody grows up with morals. So I think it's the place.
Okay.
Well, you know, most people, but I think it's the place too that it plays a role.
I think there's
know.
definitely places in the world where you know men typically. Well, you got to also understand like Nicaragua compared to the United States of America.
I know some wild Nicaraguans.
Yeah,
I just said it. I swear.
The Nicaraguans trapping out the house. What you talking about more?
I'm talking about the females
too. I swear to God.
No. What I was gonna say is they cheat. They just probably it's not out there.
Yeah.
Like in those countries, you know, they're still trying to catch up to us.
I'm saying like Europe too. I was putting an example. Yeah, like from Europe, like like high value men, they don't cheat. Like you think like
I don't know how many guys you've met from Europe, but I know for a fact that they cheat in Europe as well.
They horribly they fly women out to Europe just for like.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you. So you think every high value man cheats?
No.
Majority.
I don't think every guy cheats.
It's a majority.
Yeah, but the longer you take to find one, the older you get. What we're trying to get you to understand is you're trying to find this perfect guy. Then you're just gonna get older. You're young now, but like 25, then 28, then it's like, why are you sitting there passing up on guys worried about cheating so much? That's what I'm saying. So you might miss out on some really cool, and that doesn't mean you're gonna get cheated on, but like you're so scared of it that you're just missing out on opportunities.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you is just don't start disqualifying all these dudes because if he cheats on you or thinking that he cheats on you is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, and that's really good advice. Real quick.
I can agree.
I'm sorry, real quick. My boy Tapinso says they don't want average guys in general, bro. 100. I'm an average guy myself at the moment, but I'm trying to build myself high stats soon. And I'm faithful, to be honest, bro. I'm not like others. Eric, honestly, I'm all about respect. Okay, cool. So shout out to Tap, man. Tap is actually someone that, you know, he's been consistent on here. He's actually someone that I would describe as that dude that you're looking for, but you're not looking for him per se. Like it sounds good to say, I want the guy that's not going to cheat. I want the guy that, you know, he's all about me. But in reality, they're out there, and you guys aren't looking for those type of guys. And those guys are out there. Those guys actually they super chat, and they're in the comment section, and they're out there in the world. And you know, I have a lot of DMs daily where I get regular guys that talk to me, and they're just like, "Listen, bro, like I'm out here, and I'm gonna keep focusing on I have dudes that are virgins that DM me. That sounds really weird, but it's what I'm saying is that they're saying like, yo, I'm not in a hurry to lose this. I'm looking for a good girl, and they're out there. I like if you didn't know this, 1 in 3 guys. What's the stats?
1 in 3 guys under the age of 30 haven't had sex or
still a virgin.
Or still a virgin.
2023.
1 in 3.
That's 1 in 3.
Yeah.
So if there's 1, 2, 3 guys, that means one of these guys either hasn't had sex in a year or is still a virgin. 1
That's
and
the who
3.
they think of.
So that's the numbers, right? Now I know these guys are gonna say not me, but I'm saying those are the numbers right there.
Yeah.
So those are pretty good numbers for women.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Who do y'all think's a virgin? No, I'm just playing.
I ain't gonna lie.
1, 2, 3.
He kind of threw that in there. He might
Shout out
as
to my
well.
boy Top real quick. Okay, cool. So what about you? Which option would you choose?
I would choose the second option. You know, I can't agree with you ladies because I feel
I need you to speak into the mic.
I can't agree with these ladies because, you know, okay,
Choose the second.
it really just she was talking about happiness.
I'm sorry. We just had a breakthrough. What'd you say?
Hey,
Speaking
man.
to the mic.
No, I said that I choose the second one.
Okay, so you're
Oh, my
publicly
bad.
you're publicly admitting now that you're choosing the second.
No, I said that even in my speech, even though like okay, like I don't
You was
want to
making
say
it
danced
difficult.
around it.
Yeah.
She just said it with her chest
Like,
right
yeah,
now.
I like my
Yeah, we gotta
dancing
lead
around,
you
but
on.
we're-
Like,
We had to
y'all
do
supposed to
this.
pay
You see what
attention to
happened?
what she said. She said she didn't want to say it
But
publicly.
I-
Yes,
can
most
I
women
just
they
add something,
understand it,
like,
but they don't want to
because
say
Yo,
it.
why do
the
women
reason
why do women empower each other like that? Like as soon as you hear another woman say
Yeah.
it, now all of a sudden you're empowered. She's
No,
like,
no. I said like
But she thinks it's okay
no,
now.
no.
Yeah.
I
She
want
want to be singled out.
No, it's just like I heard like somebody said a very smart thing. It's like, why would you put that, I don't know, the cheating as like on the, I don't know, like the
Pedestal.
exactly. And I'm not thinking about that.
Uh-huh.
But all the qualities that you said on the number 2 are important. So
Okay.
for me, it's not that relevant because as long as he doesn't show me like in my face, you know, like there is an issue of respect, okay? And I do understand that everybody has their own needs, and I understand about the difference between women and men. But at the same time, all the qualities is what I'm looking in a man. So exactly like somebody said, it's like I'm not gonna waste this great guy just by the fact that I may consider about that. Why I'm thinking about that. I'm never gonna say something if I don't have like the facts or something. Why bring in the topic? So that's why I'm like I don't want to say it so, you know. But at the same time, I would agree with number 2. So yeah.
So
feel
Sophia, you're 31 right now, right?
Your favorite line.
Okay.
I'm here. Yes.
Okay. Now if you were
You're funny.
if you were 21, would you
Uh-huh.
still be picking the same guy?
Yeah, actually, it's so funny because sometimes you say, "Oh, because of my age, blah blah blah, whatever." The thing is like my mentality.
Wait.
almost
That
never
doesn't make any sense
Okay, it
though.
doesn't matter. Okay.
No, the reason why is because if you were choosing that guy at 21, you would be with someone right now
Mhm.
because you're not an ugly woman.
I'm a pretty one. Start
You-
from
you're-
there. Okay, go
yeah,
on.
you have pretty privilege, and so
Okay.
with that, you probably already have guys that have
You'd be
at least-
married with
Yeah,
kids.
you
You're
would be
31.
with someone.
Yeah, but you don't know like what's my life. Possibly I was more focused on my studies, on my work, and many
That's your
other
fault.
things. You know, it's just like at some point I realized, yeah, possibly, you know, this is a moment when I can start, you know, considering a partner for my life.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume that everything you just said actually applies to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So at 21, you were worried about your studies,
Yeah.
your
Sure.
career, your
Yeah,
job, right?
Exactly.
And and so now that you're 31,
Mhm.
you're single.
Yeah.
You're looking for a good guy,
Mhm.
and all the good guys are looking for the 21-year-olds.
No, not in my case.
Not in your case,
No.
but
But
you will?
you're single though. You're single.
Yeah, but
You're single
recently single.
recently. Okay, but what I'm saying, do you understand what I'm saying? So and so when
Yeah.
women come on here and they tell women, other women, because you see
Yeah.
how powerful women are.
Yeah,
as soon
they
as
are.
she says something, you're like,
Yeah.
hey, I want to admit that too.
That's
Right?
true.
So what I'm saying is, when you sit here and you come here and you say, listen, like it's okay to focus on your career, yourself, your work, your job, your money, your bag. And when you're 21 and then when you're 31, now all of a sudden you're going backwards.
No,
Not-
why would
no.
I call it backwards?
Well,
Why?
that's what it is. Because if you were looking for the guy at 21,
Yeah, but at 21, what kind of woman, what kind of mother I would be for my family? I don't want.
You don't necessarily.
I agree with her on
have
that one.
kids
Now
at
that
21.
what she just said, I agree with
okay,
her on
so okay, here's the thing though. I get what you're saying, and I get what you're saying too.
Yeah,
But I had my kids young,
right.
and I wasn't ready. First of all, I never even had a father,
Yeah.
so I had to learn how to be what I never even had.
Mhm.
that.
And then, but I think it was great that I had my kids when I was in my 20s.
Yeah, but possibly you're
Opposed to
the
in my
exception.
30s.
Possibly you're an
Well, I
exception.
would say I look. This is my opinion, not yours, right? You guys could agree or disagree, but I think that look, this is just me. I think that it's better to have kids when you're young.
Mm.
But if you're having kids when you're older, like bro, your older years should be your chill years. If I'm being honest, that's just the way I think,
You
right?
gotta
Like
think, you gotta think things are looked at way different now.
I
Back in the
say-
day, things was way more accepted than things are now.
okay, so right now, so she's 31.
So what?
Would you rather have a baby with? See, you see how she says so what?
It's just like it's so funny. Like
A 21-year-old would not have to defend herself like that.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is, would you rather have a child right now with a 21-year-old or a 31-year-old?
Definitely a
Go
21.
ahead, you.
Yeah,
Okay.
because his age
The
is
only,
20.
the only
Yeah,
reason,
so
the
now-
only,
Yeah,
the
because
only
he's
reason
20.
why I would say
No, it's not because he's 20.
The only
Okay,
reason I would say
25 and
23.
older?
22.
How old are you?
35.
35. So would you rather have right now, if you had to, a child with a 21-year-old or a 31-year-old?
21.
21.
For sure,
Okay.
21 savage.
So it's not because of the age. And I would say most guys would agree. Why would you rather
I
have
disagree.
I'm sorry, you disagree? Okay. So explain.
Wait, you would like to have a child with the older woman?
I would try to have like most of the times the older women are more mature. In my case, I'm all about
But-
that type. Like,
But also, what
sure,
type
but
of baggage, what type of trauma she comes with?
you feel me? That's the same thing with it's 2023, so we gotta talk like for real, like what it really is.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
young female
Goodbye.
21 with more trauma than female that's 31. Let's be real
Okay,
now.
Yeah, I can see.
Let's be
in
real.
some
Well, I don't
cases-
know if my area different, but I'm just saying, like from
Yeah, but
my surroundings.
Let's
and
talk
how-
about in general though, like in majority. You think it's
Okay.
like that?
No, in majority, I don't think it's like that. But like I was only talking about like my,
yeah,
my situation.
I
Like,
need
you
you to
feel
speak
me?
into the mic.
I was only talking about like my situation. My
But
situation.
see, that's the thing.
I
We're
like
talking
older
in
women.
general.
Yeah, we got to speak. in
Oh,
general,
okay.
because
Yeah.
I don't know your
General.
situation. I can't.
Facts. In general, yeah, I would take a younger woman.
But look, here's the thing, right? A younger woman can have more trauma than an older woman. But typically, the way I like to see it is, it's like if you have a 2023 car and a 2003 car, I'm just gonna assume the 2003 car has been used more, or even if it wasn't being used, let's say that shit was just sitting there. That shit's probably rusty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In 2023, we can't think like that, dude. Because
man.
it's different, bro. Like I'm being so honest with you.
That's the same way you said hers. She probably has the highest body count because she's older. She has more experience. You
Yeah.
didn't go for the
But
18-year-old.
I could have said it both ways, though. To be honest with you, I really, on God, I could have said it both ways. Like 18, she probably,
Okay,
got, got more bodies than the 31-year-old.
So when you look at younger women, when by younger, I'm not saying like teens, I'm saying like maybe 21, 22, 23.
Facts.
You're looking at them as like, yo, she has way more body than like a 30-year-old.
Facts.
That's how you're looking at.
Facts.
And you're saying from the area that you live in, or just in
I'm talking
general,
about
overall.
in general, to be real with you, because everything right now, everything right now is new era. Everything, all that old shit is dead.
Okay, how old are
new
you?
era. I'm 23.
23, and I'm 34. Who do you think has who would you say has more bodies between me and him?
You.
Me? Who would you say?
Yeah, you.
Who would you say?
Yeah, based on the age.
Based on the age. Why? Because
Yeah,
with
'cause of
age
age.
comes experience. I've had more time than you have, even though you might be winning. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm trying to tell you. It depends on who, like.
But
you gotta ask
you gotta
people that
understand.
question, 'cause,
I know, but you gotta understand. We're going based off age.
okay, yeah, nah, that I understand that. I definitely understand. If
So-
we're going by age,
But
right.
that's the thing. Like most men aren't thinking like you. Most men are thinking like we don't have time to sit here and get to know her.
Right.
When we meet each other on the street, I'm not taking time to get to know her. I'm thinking, yo, hey, how are you? What's your name? Okay, cool. How old are you? Okay, cool. I'm already doing the math. I could be wrong, but I'm just gonna do the math, right? Now, if I see a 21-year-old, 22-year-old, 23, I'm gonna do the math too, but I'm not going to assume naturally that she just has a crazy amount of bodies.
Right.
Even though you're right, she could. She could.
Can we take back to the cars real quick?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, ladies, but it's like an oil leak. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're an older car,
yes,
some could be wrong.
Yes.
And so I'm biologically gonna pick a 21-year-old because I know my baby's gonna be good.
Yes.
That's another thing. See, I'm not even looking at the trauma. Y'all are looking at the wrong thing. Y'all looking at it, she's gonna get on my nerves, so on and so forth. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. I'm looking at a healthy baby, a younger mom.
Yes.
Better breast milk and shit. Like, I don't know. Breast milk might be sour.
Listen, another thing too is, and he's right. Like a 21-year-old is gonna bounce back way faster than a 31-year-old. I'm also thinking like, yo, when I'm out on the street, how do I look like with my girl and my kid? I'm thinking about a whole bunch of things. I'm not just thinking about the maturity. Now, I understand what you're saying. Maturity.
I think because I ain't thinking about like cuffing on some cuffing shit. I'm really thinking just like situations.
Well,
like,
listen, man, if you're having kids with girls and you're not thinking about
no, I don't got no kids, but I'm saying like I keep forgetting that y'all talking like in a relationship.
Yeah. Well, listen, if you're having kids with someone, you have to presume that you're going to be attached to this person for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So, Eric, may I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Listen, you have your kids. How old you were?
So my daughter's 8. So my son was 3. I was in my 20s.
Okay, so and the mother was how
Same
old?
age.
So are you still with that?
No, we're
woman?
not together anymore.
And this is the problem because like all the other kids, like I don't know, for instance, if we're talking about people who were my age, right? They married at 21, 22, okay? And they had kids. All of them are divorced. Okay, so all of those like examples that I have from my university, even like a college, whatever, they're divorced and they're like their kids doesn't have like a mother and father, like and a like a real normal family, because when they make the decision they were too young to make to raise a family. So that was again I'm just saying about only
that's
the
a
way
good point.
That's how I
maturity
thought,
level,
exactly.
right?
That's why I agree with
So
her.
for instance, right now when you're saying 21, where are those 21 mothers? Okay,
I understand.
so and I'm 31 and then I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, at this point I'm mature, I want to do that, I want to have family, and I'm and I'm open to discuss about that.
But here's the thing though,
yeah.
like, and that's the one thing that I agree, that an older woman does have the maturity level.
Facts.
But are
And
you
30 not that old.
So are you going to? I get what you're saying, but if you're talking about a 21-year-old and a 31-year-old, that's a big difference.
Still are
She's over
Okay,
about 10
so
years.
what you're saying is you would rather trade the youth, the beauty, right, and all these things. Look, I'm just being honest.
Go.
And you would rather trade all of that just to get the maturity.
We're
Right?
talking about
'Cause that's
raising
essentially
kids.
Yes, because that's essentially what you're getting. Oh, and look, that's cool. I agree. But here's the thing.
Duration.
Here's the thing.
Subject to duration.
No.
It's okay, it's
21
okay.
and 30-year-old is a big
Okay.
difference. Here's the thing. The numbers are still the same regardless of the age. Women are initiating divorces overwhelmingly. It doesn't matter what age you are. And then I would say at least for my situation with my ex, I didn't want to leave that relationship because most men, like, I would like to think I'm speaking for most men, but at least for this situation, I'll just speak for myself. I'm the type of person that I went through a lot in my life, so it takes a lot for me to trust somebody. So when I decided to have kids with this woman, it means I trusted her. I trusted that she was going to be a good mother. I trusted that she wasn't going to, do any weird shit once we had the kids. And, the only reason why we broke up was because I was growing as a man and she was used to what we started out as. So when we started out, she was like, oh, well, you can't sleep around. You can't do this. You can. Now, as I'm growing, right, financially, I'm like, oh, shoot, this is cool. I'm getting money. I have girls that want to look at me. I'm young. I want to have sex. And so I offered her that, we could have threesomes. I was like, look, I want to sleep with other women. She said no. She was like, listen, she sounded like her. She was like, that is a non-negotiable for me. I will not do it. I'm all about respect. I said, okay, cool. Well, then I'm not going to cheat on you. We're just going to break up.
And how long were you with her?
12 years. And listen, men don't walk away from 12 years.
No.
At all.
We don't wake up one day, because in those 12 years, there was times where I wanted to leave. But I didn't, because as a father, I wanted to give my kids what I never had, which was a family, which was a present father. And so I stuck it out, and I mean, obviously, like, I was happy during the relationship too, to an extent, right? But I was always settling because I wanted the other girls. And so, the crazy thing is I ended up leaving, and then she called me back and she was like, hey, listen, I'm actually willing to try it. But by then, I already had the Miami life, and I was like,
low key, I feel like he hit it on the nose, because I don't even really think it's per se age anymore nowadays. Because I know a marriage where they married young, had kids young, and everything has stuck together because they understood that it's not really age, it's a time thing to really be invested in each other. A lot of women, sometimes they don't want to compromise and try to step on things like, no, we're not doing that, and then want to have that control over. But with time, things change. And like you said, as you started growing, there was certain things that was coming along, and she was trying to
keep you
stick to the past per se.
And here's the thing, we broke up older, not younger. And I'm not saying that that's a typical relationship, but I am saying that I think personally for men, it's harder for us to walk away. You guys really have to kind of push us to walk away. And it's also harder because, like, if you have kids with someone, like there's a part of you, if you're a real man, you don't want to leave those kids. Especially if you never had a father, which I'm betting I'd be willing to bet money that a lot of us probably didn't have fathers. So it's really hard to leave that when you know what you've been through because you didn't have a father. So I don't think it necessarily has to do anything with age. I just think in general, I personally would still rather have kids at 20 than at 30. You know what I mean? Yeah, you also don't want to be 40 raising, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to get too old, but 30, not 40.
I still want to be outside throwing the baseball with my son. You feel me?
Another thing too is 30. By the time they like 20 something, you like 50.
Yeah, you're old now, bro.
Yeah, my
Definitely
dad, he's
plays a
almost
role.
like in his 60s, and I'm early 18.
Yeah,
I feel like he's my grandpa.
Yeah.
I know that my daddy in his 70s. I swear.
God
damn.
Yeah.
No cap.
I mean, like, and okay, cool. But
you feel me? Like, I can't do it. I'm looking at him like, what were you doing? Like,
your dad was on that Al Pacino shit.
Okay.
What were you doing?
Okay, listen, man. Shout out to the chat, man. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys go ahead and ask. I have a question for the ladies too now. Name 3 things that men benefit from when we get married. So when a man gets married to a woman, what are 3 benefits that we get? And we'll start off with you.
With me.
Yes, 3 benefits.
Well, I would say that you have a life partner because like we're going to the same direction. The first.
Okay, life partner.
Yeah. Okay. Second is someone who, again, I think it's like mostly about partnership. So everything that comes with that, because like the rest, like that you can build a family with someone that you have trust, because otherwise you would not be in that relationship. At least someone that you can trust, because I see that a lot of men they don't trust anyone.
So you're saying partnership and trust?
Trust.
Okay.
Yeah. And
what's the last one?
I think with this, like, I mean, because this has like so many components that I think it's enough for me. Like these 2.
So just 2.
Yeah, even 2.
So you can't even name 3.
No.
She be rearranging the questions and shit. Can you give us one more?
No, it's just like I think like because I think everything comes with the partnership and everything is like individual.
She can't even give us 3.
Yeah.
No, but it's okay.
I don't want to be in a partnership with you now. I'm out.
It's okay. It's fine. Like,
Okay.
Exactly. It's your choice. But what I'm trying to say is that because I don't want to put it like, I don't know, like I think that everyone is so individual, and I think that it depends. Like what is important for the man? My question is, he gonna say it's important, I don't know, cooking, whatever, like these kind of things. And I would bring this 3 things to his table.
Okay.
But like to random question, I would say the partnership where it's like I'm asking what is important for you, and I'm gonna bring this.
Okay.
And it can be more than 3,
Shit, your ex must have hated like arguments with you.
Who?
Your ex.
Your ex-boyfriend.
How come?
You're so articulate, but then you would try to, you wouldn't answer his questions.
Okay, so you forgot. I'm a lawyer, so yeah. What can I say?
Exactly. That's the problem.
I don't like your rebuke.
That's what we need.
Yeah,
Y'all
you should
tripping.
Okay, Ale, do me a favor. Name 3 things that men get as benefits when we get married to women.
Okay. So 1, you have the woman in the house, doing the cleaning, the cooking, whatever. Then you have unconditional loyalty, right? If you're the right woman, yes, you have that loyalty for life. And 3, the partnership thing that like, we're supporting each other no matter what, like we're growing with each other.
So I could go sleep with another girl and I still got your loyalty?
No.
That's not unconditional.
Look at
It's mutual loyalty.
We're breaking unconditional loyalty, and then I just say that and you say no. So that's not unconditional.
That's true.
We are gonna get you.
Then if that's on her, if she picked the man that's gonna cheat on her,
what happened if I told you you're gonna go get 2 jobs, I'm gonna stay at home, I'm gonna play video games and shit. And when you come home you have to cook for me too. I want breakfast, dinner, lunch, all that.
I mean, no, you're the woman, if anything.
So it's not unconditional loyalty, you would step out, right?
I mean, if I'm marrying a man, I'm not gonna marry a man I know he's gonna do that. What the hell?
You're gonna vet your guys, what you're saying, right? Like you're gonna make sure he's a good guy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What about you? Name 3 things, please.
Don't knock me on this, okay? But I'm gonna just go with peace, and peace. Because if you're gonna marry me and we're getting married, you already got everything. You already know that I'm already gonna have all the qualities that you're gonna need for us in that relationship. It's just tying the knot. That's all you really get. And peace, a whole bunch of peace. You don't gotta worry about anything else. Cause you already know, like, you feel me? My shorty got me. My shorty, she gonna be loyal. She gonna have all these qualities these ladies mentioned, and some more.
So why wouldn't I get that before marriage?
That's what I'm saying too. Like you already getting that before marriage. So like how is it like something you're getting like again?
So you can't give a guy anything after marriage. He doesn't gain anything.
He already has it all though before
Okay, so
marriage.
he didn't gain anything once he marries you. So what's the point of the guy marrying you?
Make the girl happy.
Marriage is
That's what it is.
Yeah, so
that's what marriage is.
I think that's what Eric was getting.
But he
to,
said
to
guys though.
You know what? That's a good question. I'm gonna ask the gentleman this. What's the purpose of marriage? What's the real purpose of marriage in today's age? You know what? We'll start off with you. Like, what's the purpose of it? Because most men actually don't want to get married in today's age.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think bro on point. I guess it's just to make the woman happy or to fit a certain status or criteria, just to be able to go around and be like, oh, we're here when it's really not that big of a difference.
Okay, so essentially we're having a big wedding to show other people that we're getting married. We're doing it for other people,
Exactly.
basically. Okay,
That's
so wouldn't it make sense to just have the ceremony or have the wedding and not sign any legal papers? Like you can still get
if it's real.
Yeah.
That's what. Okay, and I'm glad you said that, because when you got to me, I was gonna tell you I don't really believe in marriage because of the way they got it set up nowadays. So we gotta have this big ceremony. We gotta invite all these people that we talk to every other 5 years. You feel me, and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's bull, because like back in the days when it was real love and everything was authentic, it wasn't no ceremonies and nothing. It was, oh, we see that we fit for each other. Like everything works out with us.
Okay.
We gonna lock in forever. Like, you feel me? That's what it was. Even in all the little books and stuff, it was like that. Oh, we found true love, this and that. You feel me?
People used to get married in their backyards, bro.
You feel me? But it was authentic. It was that's how real it was. It don't even matter where we
My
at.
mom got married in her backyard.
That's why I don't believe in marriage.
So weddings have in a sense become more like a money.
It's a money thing. Everything is
an image thing.
Everything is a money thing in our society right now. Everything that wasn't supposed to be a money thing is a money thing.
Okay, so real quick, what's the purpose of marriage in today's age?
Same thing that he said, but I see that there's some people that really do it just for the image, if that makes sense. Like they make them look like the not goody two shoes, but the good guy. Like it'd be the guys that's married and the guys that's trying to keep that good guy image that do the naughtiest and the worst things. You feel me? So I feel like it's just to keep that good boy image sometimes. Other than keeping
I can't relate. I don't know.
Just to piggyback what he's saying, I think like what he mean by like image, like even how like you'll hear a female say like, oh yeah, my mother was married, her mother was married.
Like it's like
an image thing.
Like a reputation.
That's what he kind of meant.
Okay. But essentially, then if you're doing it like that, you're just living life for somebody else.
Exactly.
Though, I see what you're saying.
I feel what you're saying about
not really for somebody else, because it could still be for you, if that makes sense. Because at the end of the day, that's what everyone else is seeing.
Okay,
that's just like an
but you're being influenced by the fact that three generations before you, everybody did the same thing.
So if you don't get married, it's kind of weird.
You could be doing.
I need you to speak into the mic, bro.
What I'm saying is you could be doing your own thing. Like that is just a facade, if that makes sense.
But here's the thing, though, right? Like I know people that have come on this podcast and have admitted, I am going to school to be an engineer because my parents wanted me to, because my parents did this, because my parents sacrificed their whole life to get me to the States to be, like, and yes, while they are doing their thing, obviously being an engineer is great, right? That's not what they really wanted to do.
Oh, Tommy wanted to be a football player.
You know what I mean? Like, or he wanted to do something else, and it's like, that's the only, I'm all cool with trying to make your parents happy and proud, but I don't think you should sacrifice that at the expense of your own happiness. Does that make sense?
I see
when
what
you die,
saying.
you're gonna die alone.
I mean, dude, I've had conversations on this table before where people are like, "Oh, well, you're saying that because you never had a family." Okay, cool, that's fair. That's actually a really good point.
That's a good.
And listen, I've never had a family, therefore, I don't know what it's like to want to be loyal to your family. But I would say most families don't. See, I don't think most families deserve that, anyways.
No.
But I would say that if I did have a family that was really loyal to me and everything, then I guess I would kind of feel an obligation to do something to make them happy, right? But I don't know if I'd be willing to sacrifice my own happiness to make sure that my dad and my mom can say my son graduated as a doctor.
Yeah.
If I wanted to be a fucking baseball player, I became a doctor for you. Now, when you die, I got to be this for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
Well,
Turn it back.
I don't think the parents do it for that, but just to make sure that their kids are straight for the rest of their life, and then their whole lineage is good. They build a whole legacy. I think that's what
his lineage could be good with him being a baseball player too, though.
100%.
But,
Yo,
but what are the probabilities of that happening?
What are the probabilities of him being a doctor?
That
shit ain't easy.
When they're way higher.
But if they're raised like that, like I'm talking about Asian kids, look at them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that's how they're raised, and they're that's gonna happen. Like, I mean, look at Muslim cultures or Arab cultures. They want 5 kids. All the 5 kids do separate jobs: a dentist, one doctor, one construction. Now they all have, if something goes wrong, bro, they're straight because they have one of those people in the house.
Yeah,
and they don't have multiple houses. They have one huge house. They get more people. They make it bigger.
I guess the only thing that I would say is that I remember when I was a kid, and I specifically vividly remember that, I used to really be into video games. And I remember as a kid, people were like, "Wow, you'll never make money doing video games. You'll never." Mind you, this was a kid. This was before Twitch. This was before all that, right? And now you got 8-year-olds making millions of dollars on YouTube, and I'm like, bro, I would rather pursue a passion of mine and die trying to make that passion a reality than to live for someone else and be like, okay, cool, I became an engineer and now my mom's happy.
You hate your life.
You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
They just don't understand that.
As well,
That's what I was telling you about.
Like,
you gotta do something that makes you happy. Like, I'd rather die than do something that's not making me happy.
Yeah, but I can't sit here and lie also and say that I don't see the people's perspective that are saying, listen, bro, you don't have a mom or dad. You don't know what it's like to see them work 2 jobs, to see them put you through college. And I understand that because I never had that. So, I guess it just depends. It just depends on the type of person you are.
So that's
like another.
I was supposed to be the one. Like, my family would always tell me, like, I'm gonna be the one that goes to college, gets the job and all this, and then fast forward now, and I'm getting punched in the face for a living because it's what I want to do.
Okay, so you followed your dream.
Yeah. Instead of, like, they wanted me to go to college. So I didn't have a dad growing up. My stepdad.
Okay.
My stepdad, before I had my first fight, was like, if you lose this one, you're going to college.
Okay.
I won, and I was like, all right. He's like, oh no, you got to win the next one.
Yeah.
So he just kept going like that. And
that's
then,
smart though.
Yeah, they would always tell me,
It's
like,
motivation.
yeah, like, you're gonna go to college and then do this. And then I went to college for a semester, and I forgot I was in that shit because I was just so focused on doing, like, my passion, what I wanted to do, instead of trying to follow what people wanted me to do.
Yeah, and that's really good for you, bro, that you followed your passion.
Yeah.
Because even if you lose, you followed your passion.
Yeah.
But shout out to you for winning that fight.
Yeah.
Would you have listened to him if you lost the fight?
Nah, probably not.
Gotta keep
I probably
going.
would have still done it, like, secretly, like, behind his back or something.
Okay, cool. What made you become out of all the things in life? What made you want to get punched in the face for a living?
So I was like, when I was a little kid, I was always like the small kid, skinny kid. I would just play video games all day. So I wanted something to, like, give me confidence.
Okay.
And then what better confidence than knowing you could fuck somebody up?
Okay.
So then I started doing it, and then it just, like, I don't know, I just fell in love with it, and then I had the first fight, and I wanted to keep doing it over and over and over.
Okay, cool. Shout out
So
to
it's
you,
like
buddy.
someone that didn't have, like, in your mind you had no power, then you got all this power. You're like,
Yeah.
shit, I love it here. Why
Like-
would I go back?
Exactly. Yeah, like that.
Wow. That scares me too, because when I think of, like, kids that were bullied in school, I think about, like, police officers that overuse their power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody that used to
Yeah.
pick on me is hitting me up now, trying to be like a fan and shit.
Yeah.
I'd send them all to go fuck themselves.
That's crazy. Okay, cool. So real quick, what's the benefit of a guy getting married in today's age? Like, what's the purpose of it in your opinion?
It's just to make the girl happy.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
the things that they were saying, the 3 things that they were saying, it was just basic stuff to be in a relationship. Why do I have to get married to get that? It's just to make them happy with a piece of paper.
Go ahead.
I mean, it still count as a benefit, though.
So I think the reason
So-
why
so
It's just paper.
I should get it
But-
anyway.
If there was no
Why does it
ceremonies or
matter?
anything like
Well-
that, it won't even be hyped up like how it is.
I'm sorry, you wanted to say something?
I wanted to say, it's like everybody's bringing the topic of the family. Of course, it's important, but I think it's not that relevant, especially nowadays.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Okay, so but I think it's mostly about the girl, because put it like, I don't know, you've been in a relationship and you found, like, your perfect girl, right? And she's like, okay, I want to get married. It's like, if we don't marry, unfortunately I'm gonna leave. And that's the reason why the guy, again, correct me if I'm wrong, would love to hear your opinion. I think that's the reason why the guy's like, okay, I don't want to lose this girl because I love her and she's exactly what I was looking for.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, okay, I'm gonna commit just for her.
Okay.
Because I think that if it wasn't because of the girl, most of the boys, guys, and men, they will not marry women. That's what I would think.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a fact because we have no reason to.
Yeah,
we don't
exactly.
really
I
look
would
at it
agree.
how,
If
yeah.
anything, we're losing by marrying.
So
Yeah.
okay, so think about what happens when you get married, right? And when I say married, I mean legally married, right? So when you get legally married and you sign that certificate, and you're bind to each other, like you're bounded,
Yeah.
and then if you get divorced, you realize what happens is
Yeah.
that the women always
consequences,
benefits, right?
Mhm.
Men are essentially we're raised our whole lives to just make women happy. If the end goal is marriage, then our whole life is essentially just to make a woman happy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but a good woman gonna make you happy.
No,
that's
correct.
why you wanna marry her.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is a good woman can still make me happy without us being married.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but
Exactly,
she
it
wants,
does.
I don't know, something more like a family.
No, I
Yeah.
get it, but like,
Yeah.
do you see what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
see. I feel you. I feel you.
Like we're just doing the marriage part because you want it.
Yeah.
I mean, I never, and this is just for
That's
me.
true.
I can never remember being a kid thinking I want to get married.
Of course. Yeah.
We just did it.
I never
Yeah.
thought about that.
Of course.
It's also all about the way you're raised as well. Because one thing about my mom didn't care about that marriage stuff. She didn't care about. She said, focus on you. Go to school. Make sure you get rich so you can help yourself.
That's what happened when you got I'm pretty sure you had an independent mom. You was raised by your mom. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what, same with me. Like
Yeah, the same with mine.
I never saw guys. Like I really saw my old girl really move like a dude. Like really
Same
like
facts.
provide food, provide financial everything like by herself. Like so it's like
Were your
But
both your mothers, were they single mothers?
yeah, single mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they
Single
had to do
parent
that. They
home.
had to step into the role. Though.
Yeah, facts. But that's why it'll make certain men look at the situation different. Like okay, like I told you earlier, like I don't really too much care about the whole little marriage thing. Like,
Okay, let me ask you a question. And you guys don't have to answer if you don't want to, but if you do, I'd respect it. Are both your mothers still single?
yeah, no.
You said yeah. You said no. Okay. The problem with women that have to be strong is that especially when they grow older, it's almost like too late. By the time they hit, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Listen,
Yeah, I agree with you.
When you hit
True.
30, you still have a chance. When you hit 40, you're done, bro. As a woman, like a 40-year-old guy can still have
I
value.
wouldn't say no, but your chances are slim.
I need you to speak into the mic.
I disagree with that. Chances are slim.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I'm saying typically,
Yeah.
and like if you're a 40-year-old that still looks like you could be 32, 33,
You could
you have those women out there. But if you're 40 and you look 40, most single mothers, you guys raising boys is hard.
Yeah.
As a single mother, so you guys already aged them, you stressed them out, like you know what I mean. Like if you really take those things into account, a 40-year-old woman is almost like it's just a lost cause, bro. Like no, I don't unless it's like it's really rare to find a guy that says I'm gonna find me a 40-year-old woman and settle down with her.
Facts.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like none of you guys,
facts.
none of you guys.
Us
raise your
young
hand.
guys look at older women just cool, just
no-
drain them out of their brain.
No, but it's not even the young guys. It's the older guys too. They're not looking at people within like a 40-year-old guy is not looking for a 40-year-old woman. Why would
Yeah.
Well, like think about it. Why would I want a 40-year-old woman when I can get a 31-year-old?
Yeah, I
woman?
just sat here for 40 years to build all my success. Now I'm gonna try to get a girl. I'm gonna get a girl in her prime.
Yeah.
That's
She has to
smart.
look precise, medium
I'm
rare.
different. Like dude, like I feel like
You're very different, bro.
Yeah, I don't think
You're very different.
I'm against the whole like. Okay, I feel like if she passed like 5 years younger than you, like that's too far. Like I ain't gonna lie, 10 years, 15 years younger than you, like, homie, that's your daughter, low key. Like you, if you got kids, then that's like she's same age as your
Why
daughter.
would you get Why would you get with a girl that's not in her prime?
Okay, explain that to me.
a female could be in her prime?
Oh,
like-
hold on. What was the number? You said 5 or more?
Yeah, I feel like
Okay, so if a guy's 35 and the woman's 29, you think that's too much of an age
no,
difference?
that's cool. That's
You just said
But
5
just
years.
5 years.
like okay. When I say that, okay, if he 30, and
No.
she
You
20
said 5 years.
Okay, now listen. Let me show you what I mean when I say that. If he's 30 and he chasing a 25-year-old, like that's what I mean. Like
That's bad.
What do you mean? That's
I mean,
I just
it's
gave you that
cool.
example.
I thought you
just
said 29.
I said
and
35,
30.
29.
Oh, I thought you said 30 and 29.
Well, I said 29 because it was lower than it was
6
5
years,
yeah,
He
6
said
years.
35,
Yeah.
29. Yeah.
6
What-
years
what-
worse.
I mean, I'm ODing
Yeah,
with 5
yeah,
years.
yeah.
Really 10 years, but I'm like I'm exaggerating with 5 years, but like
Okay.
really 10
Okay,
years. Like, I feel like
okay,
past
so that's a
10
good
years-
point. So 10 years. So if he's 35 and she's 25, that's too much for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Do you understand that a 35-year-old is in his prime? A 25-year-old is still in her prime too. Do you understand that? Like our value's different.
I'm saying you could find it. I get what y'all saying. It is going to be hard.
I want you to keep going.
It is going to be hard to find a woman that's 35 in her prime, but it's some out there. I'm tired.
Yeah, but okay. So why would I, as a 35-year-old, why would I go looking for this mystical 35-year-old when there's a bunch of fucking 25-year girls out here in their prime? If I'm a lion, how you feel. It's all on your morals. If I'm a lion, right?
Yeah, all right, cool.
And you ever watch documentaries on animals?
I'm big on lions. Okay.
So if I'm a lion and I'm looking at the zebras and they're passing by, right? I'm not like I'm finding the best 30-year-old zebra I can. Hell no! I'm looking for the one that I can get, the best one that I can get, right? And that's just my mentality. Now, here's the thing. I want to keep going with this with you because you're saying that 10 years is too much. But here's the difference, though. Like, for some reason, we never have a problem when a 25-year-old girl dates a 35-year-old man. For some reason, we never have a problem with that. But whenever it's backwards, and I'm saying it in general, in society, right? Like, for instance, you have a problem with a guy who's 35 dating a 25-year-old. But in society, people don't have a problem with a 25-year-old girl dating the same 35-year-old guy.
Let me put it in.
That's a double standard, right?
Better too. Let me put it a little bit more better too. Like 25, she really grown. She could, you feel me? She a grown woman. Like she could. I really mean more like you be having dudes out here being in their 30s dating like 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, 21, 22. Like that's like they babies for real. Like you feel me? If you got kids, he got a daughter. You feel me? Your daughter like around that same age too. She probably 17. You feel me? Getting ready to. Think about that.
Damn, that dude had to have a kid really early.
10 years? 10 years, brother? 10 years?
Yeah.
Come on.
Math ain't mathing, homie.
Come on. He had a kid at 10? No, not yet. You got boys that got kids.
Like, come on, y'all taking it too. Like,
but I had to.
No, but these are the numbers you're throwing at.
Okay, but I mean,
realistic numbers. Give me realistic numbers.
Okay, like,
I need to keep it a buck with you.
Okay, like
20 years?
20 and she, okay, like you 30 and she 20.
That's 10 years.
That's 10 years.
Yeah, but that's
not my daughter.
Yeah, I mean,
my daughter like
that
5.
ain't your daughter, but like
speaking to the mic, brother.
That ain't your daughter, but like she damn near. If your daughter was okay, if your daughter
that means if I'm 30 and she's 20, that means I had a kid at 10 years old.
Yeah,
you could do it. It's not that bad, but it's like for me, like it's too young. I go like 5 years at the most. Like
so you're telling me girls that are 19.
I like plus, mature women too. Like so, it's like
they can't think for themselves.
Females at 19,
yeah,
you got some that can, like a rare amount though, but not really.
Okay, so
like, I'm being real.
Nah,
like,
my only thing with the age group is it added too much competition. That's the only problem.
What do you mean?
You're always fighting with another man we have a bigger age gap of competition.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like I shouldn't be fighting with no dude that's 30, 40. That's probably what he really talking about.
Okay, but here's the thing though. How old did you say you were?
I'm 23.
23. You, if we're talking about like in real life, the guy that's 10 years older than you has had a greater chance to like build wealth, and something for himself. True. Right? So that's why you're competing with that 30. You said 33?
Yeah,
23.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're competing with the 33-year-old because the girl, she's not looking at you. She's the same age as you, but she doesn't want you. You're broke.
Money
right? And hypothetically,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
Now that 33-year-old guy has something going for himself. He might have a nice car by now. He might have a nice little, penthouse. He might have. That's attractive to her. You get me? And so again, that's a double standard. We never say anything that's wrong with the women that are going up, but when the guys go down, society always says, well, he's a creep. He's a creep. He's a predator. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, well, it's the same way, the opposite. So it doesn't really make sense. But listen, that's your opinion. You like older women? Shout out to you.
I ain't saying I like older women. I like more mature women. Like it's women out there that's 18 more mature than women that's 31. But I mean, like the chances. I get what y'all saying. Y'all talking like on a more broad, like more like. I forgot the word you just said again.
General.
Yeah, more general. Like, but me personally, in a perfect world, I have a woman that's 21 that's more mature than the 31. That's a perfect world for me. Like, that's good for me. Like, that's not you not really finding.
Let me ask you a question: Is it bad if the guy is 20 and the girl's 30? He's way more mature than him.
Say it one more time, my bad.
You're 20, right? And then the girl's 30. Is that a problem?
No.
Why isn't there a problem?
It ain't a problem if it ain't a problem with her. Like, you feel me? Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. Like, listen to what I'm saying.
But hold on, isn't she a creep? Isn't she a creep?
She's a creep.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not in your age group. Like, you feel me? I'm supposed to be a baby to you or some type. But feel me? If you caught that, that's you on your morality and how you feel. But me personally, I wouldn't be 30.
Why doesn't society have a problem with that though?
Because it go back to like the first thing I said. Society ain't built for us to like for stuff to go the right way. Like, it's built for like it's a money thing. Shit gonna mess up. Like, it's not built for like success. Like, it ain't.
How many times do you think relationships work? Right, out of 10, if a woman is older by 10 years, how many times do you think that relationship would work? Like, long term. I'm talking about a real healthy long term relationship. Out of 10.
It's a 50% chance.
50%, so 5 out of 5.
Oh, like
a
3
out of 10. Like a 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
3 to 5.
I'm gonna be honest. I would say it's lower than that, and the reason why is because women are hypergamous. They always want someone that's on their level or above. Even when it comes to age, like if you're dating a girl who's 33, bro, you really don't have much to offer to her.
Yeah.
And in general, I'm not saying you.
I
don't know your situation, but
yeah.
most 23-year-old guys don't have anything to offer to a 33-year-old. She's probably already been married and divorced.
Now
she got trained.
Though, it's like,
you know what I mean? She's been through enough. She's probably already has 2 kids. What the fuck is that?
It's coming out the muted.
Oh shit! I muted it. My bad. That's all. So what I'm saying is, in general, like she already has kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, she paid her car off already.
She
like,
already got the experience. She probably has a lot of bodies, bro. She's been on the yacht. She's already been to fucking bodies. She's been
she's skydived. Yeah, she did everything.
She's done everything, bro.
What
restaurant you taking to her? What restaurant you gonna take her to? Komodo? She been there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Basically, what I got from him is he like 40-year-old.
Yeah,
I'll just mess with you.
That's cool. It's cool.
It's
less competition. I get it.
Nah, it ain't even on no competition thing. Like, I ain't sweating on other dudes. I promise you. Like, I don't have emotion, like, for real. But like, it ain't. It's on something like I'm having emotion for real. Like, I ain't tripping on no other dudes.
We not from Florida.
Yeah, bro, we're not from this side. I thought you said you had lotion. I was like,
okay, it's on something like, okay, motion mean like you successful. You having success. Now, you ain't rich, super rich, but you're successful in what you're doing. You can
you're
provide.
on your way.
Things
you
are
feel
coming
me? You
up.
can provide.
Things
are getting in motion. You have emotion. You feel me?
Have emotion.
So,
Learn something.
I done mess with. Don't get me wrong. I done mess with a lot of older female, and being that I mess with younger female too, it's not that like I'm chasing older women or anything like that. It's just like I'm a mature person, so like I'm chasing maturity, whether it's an older woman or in a younger woman. But I'm just really chasing maturity.
Can I ask you something? Okay, so if you guys go out to eat, who's paying? If she says, let me go 50-50, you're gonna let her?
This my girl. This just like a vibe.
Well, any woman, the older women you like to fuck with.
A vibe, we splitting in 50-50 for sure. You feel me? Until we get more locked in.
What do you mean a vibe, bro? Like, come on.
A vibe, like a situationship, not a relationship.
Like, nigga, first date, are you going 50-50 with her? She says, nah, like, I'm paying.
Oh, she say she's paying first date. Oh no, you got that. If you want to take care of that, you can. You feel me? If you want to take care of that, you can take care of that. That's just going. I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna make me feel like, okay, you have emotion. You feel me? You could take care of yourself. You could take care of yourself. You feel me? You at the end of the day, you don't even really need me for real.
Yeah. Nah, that's not.
I don't want to babysit nobody. I don't know. It's just me. I'm the type of man. I don't want to babysit nobody. You feel me? When you come to me, you got to be grown already. Like, for real.
Yeah, but
so you want someone to pay for your stuff?
I'm not saying she gotta pay for it, but if I gotta pay for you, I don't know how people think. Like, oh, you think, oh,
so you don't
I'm
believe
just
in gender roles.
I don't believe like, oh, I'm supposed to just pay all the bills. Yeah, nah, I don't believe in that. Oh,
so you're cool with watching.
Like I said, I grew up with a one parent household. So yeah, I don't believe in all that. Oh yeah, women's supposed to do all the cooking and cleaning. If she could provide too. You feel me? That I feel like a 50-50 relationship always gonna be more healthier. You feel me? Because it ain't no more. I don't know. It be working for me. I don't know about everybody else. I say 50-50 because
are you single?
Yeah, I'm single right now.
You said it be working for you though.
Cause to be honest, like I told you, I'm chasing maturity, and you feel me? It ain't really too much.
You said it'd be working for you though.
I had a lot of relationships. You don't gotta be in a relationship for shit to be working. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know, like. Okay, let me. People who in a relationship have less. You feel me? I'm having more emotional than men that's in relationships.
So me personally, from young, I was taught to do a lot of things. Like I know how to cook for myself. I know how to clean for myself and things of that nature. Now, in terms of a first date, if it's on me meeting someone, I don't feel like men should have to pay for the meal to meet someone. Okay. Now we can, if you want to meet someone, we can go out somewhere where we can have a little picnic. We don't have to, or one of us can cook and we can go out and go somewhere. We don't have to spend money to actually meet each other. Mm-hmm. Now, when you're going on a legitimate date with somebody and you know you guys want to invest, then okay, you can treat her. You can
exactly
certain things.
That's like how people be simping out here, because they'll just meet somebody and go to doing all this like y'all been locked in, and then when shit hit the fan and she tell you something like, "Oh, I'm not feeling it," you all feeling all down and stuff because you done put so much.
Oh wait, hold on. So paying for
say that's your fault.
So hold on. So real quick, so paying based off what you're saying, so paying for dinner the first time you meet someone is considered simping in your opinion? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing, right?
I'm a huge
y'all both pay for that dinner. You feel me?
Okay, so here's the thing. I have never let a woman pay for my food.
You go say how old you is again?
I'm 34.
Okay, like I said, in 2023, everything that we were taught back in the day, none of those exist nowadays. Like,
but I would say that's the problem with society.
Exactly, and I completely agree with you, but
you're older people don't understand. Older people don't understand.
Hey, listen, I ain't Mr. Say today. You feel me?
No. I get that. Well, okay, so here's the thing. You're saying, and you're speaking in as far as situationships.
Facts.
But let's say you meet someone, right, the first date, and this girl actually happens to be someone that you really like, and you guys end up dating for a really long time. The first date, you already set the standard. The standard was 50-50. The standard was you and me are equal. You can pay for food, right? You take the lead. That never works long term because women don't want to be equal. As far as the relationship, they want the man to lead. Yeah. So yes. I will always set that standard.
Oh, no.
Look, all them put up green flags.
There's 3 females found. I done dealt with I don't know.
So wait, you're telling me you're telling me majority of the women you deal with they're okay with paying.
They want to 50-50.
Fam, most of the females nowadays are independent. They don't even want a man paying for their food because they feel like he in control now.
Here's the thing though, as a man, I wouldn't even want to date a girl like that.
Fact.
Hold on. Let me ask you: if you invite her out on a date? So we're talking like y'all meet.
That's
different. You gonna pay?
That's different.
I want to see what he's talking about.
That's different.
I'm confused now.
I'm gonna be honest.
Girls don't ask guys out.
No.
Hold on.
What dinner?
It's like that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what era or what side of towns we live in.
I know what it is. It's because, like you said, you deal with situationships, and I feel like we just not situationships.
Where do you go out to eat? That also might, like, if you're going to McDonald's.
I don't eat McDonald's like that. I eat McDonald's every once in a while, but I don't.
So an average day, where are you taking your girl at?
Sure. I don't know. She got a date shit. That's really more on the female. Like, you got to tell her.
You failed.
Yeah,
you got to know where to go, what to do all the time, man.
But that's a female. Like, you have to start like the date and like choose where she want to go.
Because at the end of the day, you always. That's why I say y'all talking about a different topic. In general, that's not how it goes. Like, females set up dates. You know how many females?
Listen.
A female never set up a date for you. You work in the club, first of all, so I know you know what I'm talking about. A female come on, fam. She know emotion to tell you, like, oh, we going to such and such today. Like, you down or some shit? Like, you feel me?
Only female that ever set up dates with me was females who were super high interest in me. Like, she was really, really feeling me. But that's not the norm though for me. But yes,
I work at going for. The one that's super interested in you, the one that's actually showing like.
Yeah, but that don't happen that much. But you're right. It happens.
That's what I said. It doesn't happen a lot, but that's what I'm looking for. So that's why you feel me?
Okay, so when it happens, though, are you still letting her pay for food? Are you letting her pay for the date?
If the last girl that invited me out, she offered to pay.
Okay,
and
listen, that's cute because you can offer to pay all you want.
Do that.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not making it up. They do that.
Yeah. Listen, man,
but it don't happen.
This is a whole different.
Yeah, facts. It doesn't happen.
It's a mind game.
I'm not gonna lie. Tell you, we talking like 2023.
Listen, I will say that there are a lot of women, and I've met a lot of them. There's some stupid women out here. Listen, I have a daughter. And I would never tell my daughter to go ahead and spend on the dude. That's just not how it should be. But there's certain things that I also would never tell my daughter that she should be like manly or anything. Like I believe in gender roles, like he was saying, and I believe that if you go out with a woman, you're setting the standard right away.
Facts.
Like the first day I meet a girl, I let her know off rip, I'm the boss. I'm the G. I'm gonna pick the spot we're gonna go eat.
Word. I'm
gonna pay for everything. I'm gonna order your food. You feel me? I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Cool. You want to pay? Cute. Cool. You feel me? You set the standard and you set the lead from the get go. And bro, I've never had problems with women, bro.
The girl that I never had problems for my date. It was on date like 4 or 5.
Here's
so
the thing, though.
First couple days.
Look, I would say that because I've had women like that too that were like super interested. That shit is not attractive.
That's not attractive, bro.
That's not
super,
like
that's super. What
will I fuck a girl that's like super interested? She wants to go out and she.
Yeah, we chase the one that's not really paying attention to us sometimes, but at the end of the day, like I don't know. It's
my
both
dude,
ways.
Listen, shout out to you, bro. If you're getting free meals out here, shout out to you, bro.
I pay for my own shit, but it's like, okay, like bro said, if she planning a date, she asking me to go somewhere, like she want to link with me, and she asking to pay for the date, cool.
Okay, let me ask you.
Next date on me.
Yo, ladies.
Next date on me, but
I think that's
50-50 with me.
Shit, then.
If you go out on a date, right, and the man lets you pay, what are the chances that you're ever gonna sleep with that guy?
First of all, it's like, as I said, I'm very traditional. For me, it's like a nonsense, like I'm listening, but it's like possibly in someone's reality, it happens. I don't judge.
Have you ever paid for dinner?
No.
Never.
With my friends, if he's my friend, of course, yeah. But but he's considering.
That's how much situation.
This might be a bad question because if the girl's already asking him out on the date, she's trying to fuck the nigga.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about
I smashed the girl that invited me out.
It's gonna be hard to ask certain questions.
No, I understand what you're saying, bro. If a girl's asking me out on a date, bro, she wants to fuck. Like she's not just asking me out just to ask me out. Like
yeah, but bro, you can't pay for dinner.
Okay, I got a question.
I pay it, but
so do you think it's wrong for if you're in a full-fledged relationship? Do you think it's wrong for them to take turns? Okay, today I'm gonna buy dinner.
Bro. I do.
You're gonna buy dinner today.
And I'm
what's the big deal with it?
Because then she could be like, yo, you have to wash dishes this day. This is your day to do that.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because again, listen,
you opening that door.
At the end of the day, it comes back to gender roles. And if I'm ever gonna let my woman start taking a man's position, the man's lead, then it like you're switching the dynamic up, right?
Yeah. You looking at it like that, like who says that's the man's lead?
Okay.
You going off of old teachings, like there's not the teachings that's.
But listen, bro,
didn't you just say society's fucked up now?
It is.
Hey, it was better back then.
It worked back then.
Listen, in terms of women doing for men, I understand where y'all coming from. Where you say you set the tone, you set the role, so she has an understanding. It's a certain respect level, a certain assertiveness I come with. But I admit, I'm from Florida, so I like to know that when I'm not around, my woman not no square. I like to know that she's able to turn on the switch and and enforce certain things.
Yeah,
like if a man comes to her,
if I get locked up for 2 years, I'm coming back to her. Basically.
Hold on. You see, that's the thing though. It's like it doesn't have to be one or the other. Like I can still lead, pay all the bills, pay for food, protect and provide, and you can still have your money on the side as a woman. You don't necessarily have to be completely dependent on me. If you want to have a little side job, go do your thing. Save your money, right? What I'm saying is, I personally think as a man, if you let your woman start taking that man road, bro, women will get turned off by that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as a turn off.
And they might got some women too that wants you to understand that she can handle shit too, though. Like you got some women that want to pay for the date, that don't want you to think like, oh yeah, you could pay for anything. I can't come up out my pocket. You got to take care of me for everything we do. you got to take me shopping. I can't take you out shopping. You got to do for me. I can't do for you.
See, here's the thing though. It's like I see what you're saying. It's just for me, I would get that the same value I'm giving and paying for food, paying for rent, protecting, providing. I would get that same thing in return, but in a different manner.
By her washing dishes and mopping the floor.
No, bro, it's way more than that.
He said house. All he brought up was household.
No. Let me tell you. So for me, look, and honestly, like if I'm being honest, bro, the type of guy I am, eventually she won't even have to do the cleaning shit. We could hire a maid, to be honest, right? That's where I'm trying to be at. But what I'm saying is, in general, it's like all I want is a woman not to embarrass me, be loyal to me, be my peace, right? Invest into what I want. Like I love that my girl. If I don't think you guys got to see her. Did
she come out?
So. Yeah, no, she's not here.
Oh,
okay, so she left right before you guys came here. But like Jules is beautiful, right? She's smart. And when she came into my life, bro, she just understood. Like we didn't have to talk about it. She knew what I was invested into, and she said, "I'm gonna make this happen. I'm just gonna I'm gonna dedicate my life to me." And then in return, everything else just flows so easy. You know what I mean? Like I don't need her to pay for dates. I don't need her to if I ever get into a fight, I don't want her to fight for me. But I get that same investment just in a different way. Yeah. And it works for us because she wants to be taken care of. And
just because you let her pay don't mean you need her to pay though.
No, listen. You heard what he said though. That's that type of assertiveness that I was talking about. She's able to know what she wants and able to support you in whatever way you need. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a lot of girls out here who are not like that. They're quick to, I don't like what you're doing. I'm going to do what I'm doing, but we can
get what I'm coming from on too, because they say I'm from down here. Like,
now I'm from Baltimore, bro.
Yeah, that's why I always so real with y'all. I met a female earlier. I'm
not gonna lie, bro. I think men in Florida are very feminine, bro. Very feminine.
I'm telling you, yes, they're submissive. Yeah, they're so.
I don't know because we
once
really
again the way you're
when it come to, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, cause
it's all right.
When it comes to Florida, we really stepping for it.
What area are you from? What does that mean? We really stepping. What does that mean?
I don't know how you get feminine from Florida, dude. Like you could have said that about anywhere else. Like how,
bro? I'm from the DMV, the DC, Maryland, Virginia. There's more black people up there than probably anywhere in the country, right? DC is
more than Florida.
Yes, bro. It's called DC is called Chocolate City. That's literally,
and you got this shit filled with everything.
And Baltimore's called Charm City.
Okay.
Like and I'm from the hood area. Like I'm not from like the nice areas.
Okay.
And when I tell you, like, bro, like men are men over there, bro. Like you go bro, in Baltimore, you get killed off your word. Like, you know, and I understand that you guys aren't from here. Like this ain't Miami.
Yeah, I hear that.
I hear that all the time. But I'm saying in general, since I've been here, I see men that are really simping. I'm talking about really simping, and I see
having cheese out here,
huh?
Like, okay, do you agree with this that most rich men spenders?
Yeah, because they have it. So what's wrong with that though?
No, I ain't gonna lie. It's still something wrong with simping, but like that's why we got a lot of simps out here because it's motion out here for real.
Well, so you think I'm sorry?
I don't even know what you just said.
I feel like you're trying to say a man who spends money on his girl to make sure she good at stuff.
No, not his girl. His girl.
Just women in general.
You're supposed to provide for your woman. Please do not get me wrong when I say that. What I'm saying, like you're supposed to provide for your woman and all that. Your woman though, like.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I get
it. But even then, that kind of falls into the feminine part. Like men are out here just splurging on women that don't care about them. That to me, that's not a man. If I'm being honest, and I'm not talking.
It's because when you said feminine, I thought you meant like on like.
Gay.
Like like on some sissy shit, like they all out here doing shit. You feel me? Like when you said feminine, I think you meant like female type. Hold on. They act like females out here. That's what I thought you meant.
So first of all, let's keep it G. They're doing that shit too.
Miami?
Yeah. Listen. Y'all boys got
trenches. Look, y'all in the suburbs though. For real, this is.
I get what you're saying. Listen, but okay. Here's the thing. I literally just came back from Baltimore today, like a few hours ago, right? And I wish you could go up there with me and I would show you, like, it's just a whole different world.
Not to cut you off. I met a couple people from Baltimore. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got nothing but good stuff to say about them. Like recently, like we shot a music video earlier probably 2022 probably. I met like a little female from Baltimore and like just the whole vibe was different. Like it ain't nothing like over here. So I could understand why y'all thinking a little different than me. But if
he's not from Baltimore, he's from Atlanta. He's from Atlanta, so
they on some Southern hospitality shit out there too. I see why you not agree with me. So the Atlanta niggas really on that, like, oh, we'll pay for their meal. And
all I'm saying is, and when I say feminine is like for me, and I get it, we're like 10 years apart, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, for me, I still believe in like opening the door for women.
100%.
I still like I will. There's been times where we've gone out before after the show. Sometimes if we really like a panel, we'll go out to eat.
Yeah,
it's rare,
real,
right?
That's real.
And we'll pay for their food. We don't have to, and we'll pay for the entire.
I think we've gone out with every girl on this panel, haven't we? I think pretty much Ale, Sophie.
But what I'm saying is, we'll pay for the entire table. True. You know what I mean? And we don't have to. And if something was to happen, we'd also defend them, and we don't have to. But I come from, and I didn't have a father to teach me that, but I had sisters that I wanted to protect. So it just kind of came naturally for me. But and when I say feminine, I just mean that I don't think men are being men. In a sense where like men should be leaders. Like, you know, men should take lead and they should be assertive, and I just don't see men doing that. Now they're more laid back and they're chill.
They're letting the girls get away with shit they shouldn't get away with.
The reason why women are the way they are is because men are allowing them to be.
Facts. I agree with you on that. I always say is the women not to blame. It's the men. There's a lot of shit men, but it's a lot of. That's why I say, like, I don't feel like y'all dealt with enough shit women to really like feel how I feel. Like, you feel me? You feel me? Like it's a lot of shit out here that y'all would not be saying.
All right, man. Let me read these super chats.
Hold on a second, Eric. Do me a favor, bro. Close the door behind you. It's cracked open like a slither, and that's just bothering me.
Okay, yeah, cool. Shout out to you, man. Let me read these super chats. Okay, so Bad Joe says, guess whose card this is? I love not having to worry about other things besides nurturing. It's a female's best virtue. The right man.
Did they say 50? Oh, that's
she's the other 40.
Oh, so she's saying taking care of the house and you is a full-time job. Yeah, see, that's what she's saying. She's saying
that's his girl.
That's my girl, by the way, super chatting.
Okay.
And she's saying taking care of the house and you as a full-time job. I trust him to take care of me, which I do, right? I'm always at my femininity, which she is, which is why we have great sex. Bro, when a woman doesn't have to worry about paying bills and doing bro, like, she wants to fuck the shit out you.
Word.
Now imagine if my girl was going out there to work and then she got to come home and cook and clean and then also fuck me. She's like, bro, listen, I'm tired today, bro. You get me?
Woman.
She says, so I'm 100% of the time able to take care of him. I can't remember the last time I swiped my card. Yeah, shout out to you. She's using my card right now. Shout out to
$60 right back in the
bank. Was there any other ones, bro? I don't know.
YouTube.
Okay.
30.
Okay, so David Jones says, guys, let's be honest. 90% of the time, men in their 20s date women in their 30s. Really? Oh, for cream pies. Okay, for cream pie sex. My bad. Yo, I see. This is why Josh got to. This is why Josh got to read it, because I read a little bit. And I'm like, I'm already trying to reply to that. So he says, low risk pregnancy, little care for gender roles. Okay, cool. I agree 100%. This is why typically younger men. I will be honest. David is hitting it on the button right there, bro. If I ever look to have sex with an older woman, I'm never thinking about kids with her. Never. Like if I'm hitting like a 39, 40, no.
That's too old. Nah, but like, bro. 30 is not too old if you're 20.
I mean, I was 19. I did 32.
That's what I'm saying. I was 15.
But I was 15. I would never wipe that.
Of course, yeah, because you're not even thinking like that. At 15, you're not even thinking like. I mean, at 19, you're not even really thinking like that though. Like the lock in with some older shit, you thinking like, yeah, this shit lit. Like, I could come kick my feet up at her. Yeah, I could.
I'll eat those fruit snacks. I'm still in the kids' fruit snacks. You feel me? I'm eating up.
Okay, let's get to the. Okay, damn, we got more super chats coming in.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read them, bro. Go ahead.
Wi-Fi. Yeah, we got one from Passport Poppy. He says, "Ask Buddy," across from the lady in red. He says, quote unquote, old teachings is protecting, not a gender role, is protecting, not the man's role. If a guy walks up and tries to rob them, does he not stand up and tell his woman to run away?
Yeah. Okay. Do you understand what he's saying there?
Read it one more time, please.
He's saying your old teachings that you were saying about not protecting, is that a gender role? Is protecting not the man's role? If a guy walks up and tries to rob them,
Oh, I ain't never say nothing about man not supposed to protect a woman like that. That's why I say don't get what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When I'm saying the stuff I'm saying, don't get it confused or twisted. Like, let me know if you need me to repeat it for real. Because like,
no. But,
I know people could get
listen,
misunderstood.
So shout out to my boy too, Passport Poppy. I think what he's trying to say is you can't choose when to have gender roles.
Yeah.
Like you can't say, well, listen, I'm gonna let you pay for my meal because you're an independent woman and you got it like that. But at the same time, like if a man was to if we're on a date and if a man comes up with a knife, like bro, there's no gender roles. I mean,
there is
gender
two
roles.
completely different situations. We're not even trying to mix those together. That's trying to go too deep into it. Like, we just talking about money too.
No, but listen,
but that's the problem.
When you're saying teachings. When you say that, like I'm like that for every aspect. Like I'm not just saying I'll provide and do this. I'm saying I'll do everything a man is supposed to do. Like I'm not saying I'll provide and do this, but you can pay for dinner. I'm saying I'll do all this, and in return, I expect you to do all this. And that's why I think me and my girlfriend have such a good relationship because I let her know I'll do all this. I'll work hard. I'll make sure you're good. I just need you to do this.
At the end of the day, that's kind of still 50-50 though. She's doing something. She ain't doing financially, but like you said, that's your form of.
That's balance. That's yin and yang.
Okay,
it's not
exactly.
50-50.
So
financially,
what is 50-50 equal?
I know what you're saying, but remember when I said that I get it in return, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
it's just not financial. Like I would never let my girl take that financial lead. It's not a good look for me personally.
I ain't saying, I want my girl to buy the house.
Are you gonna make her split the bills?
Yeah, damn right.
That's 50-50.
Damn right.
He ain't doing that. So that's not yin and yang isn't the same.
So the thing is that like if your girl has to go out to work to pay 50% of the bills, essentially eventually, like let's say you guys get into an argument, she's looking at you as a roommate. She's like, yo, I don't really need this guy. I can get another roommate. I'm already paying half of my.
She ain't looking at it like that when you're doing what you're supposed to do.
But see, that's the thing is like most women do look at it like that, and nothing's ever gonna be perfect for.
I don't know, like. That's why I say it must be different on like I don't go through the stuff y'all talking about. Like to be honest with you, like the female that y'all saying,
I want you to come back one day and bring a girl.
Yeah, all right.
I want to see what type of girls you're dating.
Say look, the same. It's the same thing. I just think okay, because like I don't know how I get down over there, but a lot of females in Florida are independent females. Like these are females that are breadwinners.
So that's who you talking about, independent women.
No.
You're talking about independent women. That's the girls that are going 50-50 with you?
Yeah, but when you start in a situation, they independent regardless. It ain't like you just going into a relationship with somebody that's already in a relationship. She already single too, just like you. Y'all going in it independent, both of y'all.
But your job as a man is to make sure that she doesn't have to worry about that.
Correct.
Who says that?
But I mean, listen, how many of you guys want to date a guy that you have to also pay for shit with? Okay, please raise your hand. Any of you guys?
I'll buy you gifts, but like, come on.
Okay, but do you want to pay half?
No, I don't want to pay the bills. I don't want to pay the bills.
Why not? Why don't you want to pay half the bills?
Because it's just stress, like you said.
What about my stress?
You're a man.
Hold on. We took out That's what I'm saying. This, like over there in Baltimore, I don't know how it is down. Like I'm just giving it a buzz. I gotta be Baltimore. Florida, like y'all have brought up Florida, so I'm gonna let y'all know how I get down over here. Like we real breadwinners over here. Everything is like, oh, go ahead. Let me let my dog tap.
One moment. Men's mental health is very important.
Okay, here's the thing. Listen, listen. I agree 1,000%, bro. Listen, a dude took his life a few days ago, right here in front of our building. So I understand how men's mental health is actually important. However, we don't have the luxury to complain and whine. We don't do that because we're looked at as weak. This is why men don't cry in public. I never see men crying in public. I see women crying all the time. You can't sit here and say, well, what about my stress? I hate to say it, bro. You got to suck it up.
Hey, no, one thing about it. Yeah, I feel you on. I look.
Like I can't go to my girl and be like, listen, babe, I need you to pay half the bills this month because what about my stress?
Yeah, but
my girl, she probably would still fuck me, but
stress. Like,
she wouldn't want to. Maybe I don't know. I gotta talk to her.
Says do, but
he just said it, dude. Okay, So basically, like, y'all get taken care of. Like, come on, don't make me pay the bills if I'm gonna make sure you're straight at the end of the day.
But
like,
a lot of girls aren't making sure you straight.
I was just gonna say that.
Okay, let's talk in general. Okay,
but I'm saying if you're playing your role, you're gonna get that woman though. If you're playing that gender roles as a guy, you're gonna get that other girl that is your yin.
Even if you paying though, you can still end up getting the same thing I was getting down here.
Bro, listen, I
in the A2, man. Why is he acting like? Hey, look, come on, nah, I'd have been out there.
You know what? Let's play a game real quick. Let's play Fuck, Marry, Kill. Let's see based off. Go ahead, bro.
Before we do that, you wanna go ahead and read this?
Yeah. Oh, god damn.
Y'all feeling now. Y'all want to pay?
Hold on. Okay.
Man, that ain't right, man. I'm just speaking for the. You feel me? Speaking for the boy.
Okay. Real quick. Let's see. So we already read passports, and we got a $99 one.
Yeah.
This is my card. Tapizo tried me.
Yeah, because Tappa's like, you won't send 100, and then she sent 100. She said, "This is my card. Tap, try me."
All right, cool. Listen, man, I don't know what's going on back there, but shout out to the $100 super chat. Real quick, we're gonna based off everything that you guys have heard now from all the gentlemen.
Oh Lord.
Okay, from all the gentlemen.
Oh Lord.
And everything that you guys have heard from them. We're gonna play a game. It's called Fuck, Marry, Kill. And you know what? We'll start with the gentlemen this time. Okay, we'll make it fun. No, I think we should start with the women because they're usually petty, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like you should start off with the men.
Nah, y'all petty.
No, start off.
You guys
with the
are
men.
petty because you guys are gonna choose based off what they pick. Yeah.
I don't think so.
We know so.
Men are typically gonna be honest. So okay, you know what? We'll start off with you. Fuck, Marry, Kill. Pick one. Go.
Okay.
Into the mic.
I'm killing.
Ladies, please say what they're wearing too. By the way.
I'm killing with the black and the polo.
Okay, so you're killing him right here. Okay.
Yes. I'm going to marry.
Into the mic.
I'll marry you.
Marry. Okay.
DJ
boy.
song.
Okay.
Yes. And then I'll.
Into the mic. Who you killing? You're fucking him. Okay, cool.
Can you tilt the mic up?
Yeah, tilt it.
Yeah, just
damn, man.
No, like
upwards.
I had to
no, this the mic.
Oh, this one.
Uh-huh.
It took me. Damn, I had to.
No, go ahead. So you're killing him, marrying him, and fucking him.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to you. Why you sound like you regret your decision?
Because it took me. Like I forgot who. I forgot. Like.
Okay. All right. Shout out to you. Real quick, Ale, go ahead. Pick one to fuck, marry, and kill.
Fuck.
Fucking the dreads.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody got dreads.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Middle dreads.
Middle dreads. Okay.
Marry you.
Marry him.
Damn,
Okay.
how am I getting married?
And kill you.
Killing him. Okay.
Bye.
All right. Cool. Shout out to him.
I'm not quiet.
Real quick.
You paid him as a villain.
Pick one. Go ahead.
Okay, so today I'm gonna marry you definitely because everything that you said, like bravo, I am 100% with you.
I say this every day.
I know, but today was like
But that's what I'm
100%
saying.
was like yes.
Okay,
But you're right.
Okay.
Every time that you say, I support you. Okay,
Okay.
good. I'm gonna date this MMA guy.
Him right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna kill you. It's like there's no other way. I don't understand why the girl don't choose you for that. But I mean, but again, this is my point of view.
Yeah.
With no, I mean, this is my point of view. I don't want to.
Yeah. No. Thank you for being honest.
We're not taking that.
Okay. Real quick. We'll start off with you this time. Pick one. This is easy because there's only three of them.
Yeah.
Pick one to fuck, marry, and kill. Go.
Fuck, marry, kill.
So fuck her, marry her, and kill her.
Yeah.
Why? Why you kill her?
Yeah. Why did you kill her?
Yeah. I thought you were Chosky. The
Yeah. You like.
It ain't okay. I'm gonna be real. It was based on everything we were saying though. Like, yeah, she older, but like, she ain't really talking like how I'm feeling. Like, you feel me? I ain't
Yeah, I'm
trying
not
to.
into 50-50. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you feel me? It ain't got nothing to do with 50-50 shit. It's like,
Nah, I do.
I swear to God, it don't. Like, on everything I could jump out there right now, like, it don't.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the 50-50 part. It was just like, even from the beginning, it was just a lot of stuff. Like, they were saying completely different stuff. That's why I lined it up like that. Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay. Real quick, into the mic, please. Pick one to fuck, marry, and kill. Go. What you doing? Come on, you sitting right in front of them. This shit is easy for you.
You got the best view.
Yeah. You're right in front of them.
Fuck
the curly hair girl.
Fuck curly hair.
Okay. Into the mic, please.
You do that so cover.
No.
Into the mic, please. Go ahead.
I got to marry middle.
Okay, marry the middle. Okay, kill her too. Okay, cool. What about you, brother?
Why y'all ask who?
All right, go ahead. Speak into the mic. Go ahead. Into the mic.
Fuck her. Marry
Speak
her.
into the
Yo,
mic.
speak into the mic. Into the mic.
Date the one in the blue.
Okay.
Fuck her, and then kill the one in the hairdresser.
Okay, cool. That's
he got
fair.
me with the hairdresser shit.
Okay, gotcha. That's just stayed in his head. Okay. What about you? Go.
I'm gonna fuck the hairdresser. You already know.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry Russian because we have a kid named Svetlana.
Okay.
I want to have a daughter named Svetlana, and then I'm gonna kill her, of course.
Which one?
Middle.
Yeah.
The
Bro,
middle.
Svetlana was
The
a
last one.
hoe from Shameless, dog. Why you want to name your
Natasha.
daughter that?
Natasha.
Natasha.
I'm gonna name her
It was
Natasha.
Natasha, yeah.
Natalia.
Okay, real quick. Pick one to fuck, marry, kill. Go.
I'm a fuck, marry, kill.
Okay, so
In
fuck, marry.
order.
Damn. Okay.
I know she gonna put it on whoever she put it on. I
Okay.
can tell. She gonna,
Look at her face.
Oh my god.
Damn, bro. I thought she was innocent.
come on.
Not from
Crazy.
Florida.
You guys.
You gotta stay for a little bit longer.
You gotta stay down here a little bit longer to understand how shit go. Like,
See, that just means
They
we
judging a book by
that just means
no,
we
you
have to
probably-
travel.
You probably ain't got nothing going on. You probably got one body, but
Hold
niggas
on.
gonna go at you before, like-
No. Let me ask this.
But that's
I ain't even gonna say you got no bodies, whatever, but you feel like you're a freaky person in sex?
We
Yeah,
know.
that's right.
That don't mean yes or no. That's just a lie.
couldn't that apply to any of these girls though?
To be real, she
What?
quiet as
Like,
fuck,
exactly.
bro.
Love me the quiet.
No, I
Right.
ain't gonna lie, I give her freak too, but
Listen,
Like,
it could be.
I guarantee you she's a freak, and I guarantee you she's
No,
a freak.
listen.
She
All of-
Russian.
all
You
of
already
them-
know.
guarantee that.
Look,
Shit.
all of them freaks. But you could tell she's the most confident. She's gonna be
Nah.
Nah,
Why you say nah? Why you say nah? Why you say
I
nah?
said
Them
be the
two.
silent ones.
Them
I
two.
see
And be
what
the
he's
silent
saying
ones.
though. I see what
That's why I'm saying I give it to her.
Why did I marry her? I know what's wrong. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
We like,
Yeah,
she gonna
We know who the
outside,
lit
bro.
one is.
Exactly.
We said fuck, marry, kill for a reason.
Okay.
Like, this is
I
Florida
think it's
answer.
because of
You hear
how
that?
you be saying they be thinking Latinas are like the most promiscuous.
Okay, but
But
she's
like, I'm
Latina
not
too.
the only
She's
one.
Latina.
And she's Latina too.
All right.
Okay.
right.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like
I lose.
I feel like the best fuck between all of them would be her.
Oh,
Cap.
100%.
Man, that's Russian though.
100%. Who said cap?
She's Dominican.
But that
Bro,
don't mean
that-
shit.
Yo, the KGB teach them good, bro.
What's the KGB?
What do y'all know about Russians?
All right, cool. Listen.
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, go ahead. Fuck, marry, kill. From them three, obviously. Go ahead
Mary, Jen, fuck Allie.
and kill her.
I was being nice to you because
Ain't nobody say why though. Ain't nobody else say why though.
Okay, so she's getting killed all night. Okay. So I'll do it now. I'll say, damn, this is a tough one because there's only three of you guys.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna fuck her. I'm gonna marry Ali and I'm gonna kill her.
You just wanted to switch it up.
The only
He
reason why I
wanted to
might
switch
take
it
back
up.
the Mary and end up marrying Jen, because I feel like we would have similarities. Like we would end up having fun.
Hey, yo, you shoot your shot. You shoot your
I'm just saying. Listen, you're super beautiful.
Yeah, right.
All right, I'm just saying that. All right.
Yo, he picked the perfect time.
I'd marry. I'm just saying I'd marry you because we'd be a good match.
Oh,
We'd
yo,
be
you're
a good
getting
match.
upset.
And I'm just saying, like, if you're single and I'm single,
You know
what I mean? Like, he's been shooting his shot the whole night,
I'm
bro.
not even have to shoot my shot. I'm just,
I like his game, though. He's trying, like,
I'm just
he's
putting it on the
cool with
table.
it.
I like
Okay.
to put things on the table and let it know where it's at.
Okay, that's
Amen.
fair.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Yo,
Gotcha.
let me ask you a question. Why do you say, of course not to Ali?
Of course not to the blue shirt.
Yeah, I was
No.
I
You
wanted
said to
her
her
too.
because you killed Ali.
Oh, I just said that because she was the last person. Like, she was just
What?
she had to have been the person
It
I killed because
sounds-
I had already picked. two
Yes,
people.
yes. So
But nothing offensive.
Okay,
No,
here,
yeah.
okay. Here's the thing. It's only three of you guys. It's hard to pick from
Yeah.
because there's only three of you guys. Like you see how many guys there are. It's easier, right? Also, this is a really good panel for women because you guys are all very feminine women.
Facts.
If we had a show like a few shows ago where we have very masculine women on here, this show would have been
5 days
crazy.
ago.
So, the masculine women's ended up canceling today. So, it is what it is. But yeah, man, listen, I appreciate this panel. This panel was super fun. The chat was amazing as always. Shout out to Jules. Shout out to Tapinso, all the people that super chatted. We appreciate you guys so much. Real quick, I want you to give me your thoughts on the show and something you may have learned today. Go ahead.
The show was good, really good. Thank you for having me. Something that I learned, I mean, it's probably in there somewhere, but it's not coming to the top of my head right now.
Brain freeze. Okay.
Yeah, a
Shout out
little
to you.
brain freeze.
Ale, what about you? Thoughts on the show?
I like the show. It was a great show. And something that I learned, I'm thinking. Well, I always say this, but yeah, I always expect, shut up. I always expect that, with age comes wisdom comes with age. And I'm saying he's 23. I don't know. I feel like I would expect him to know that, the roles that being feminine, being masculine, this attracts this and this attracts this.
Yeah. So you think maybe he has a lot to learn and grow?
Maybe you need time with yourself, to think about things.
Okay.
You have a rebuttal to that?
Huh?
You have a rebuttal?
To what she said?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
You want to
that's why I say, like,
you're not
a lot of
Florida.
shit could get misconstrued.
You're
like,
not from Florida. That's what he's gonna say.
A lot of shit get misconstrued. Okay, you're not from Florida. You don't really get it. Like, a lot of shit could get misconstrued what I said. So, like, anybody feel like they don't understand, tap in with me.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'll let you know. You feel me?
So
like,
basically, if you
a lot of this
actually
shit
out
really
there,
just be
you
words, though. Like, I mean, just like how she was saying earlier, she made it perfect because she was like, people don't want to say shit publicly. Like publicly, yeah, we on air. People gonna say like, "Oh, what sounds like the perfect dude?" Or act like what's the people gonna say what sounds like the perfect dude and what sound like the perfect girl. But I'm just gonna keep it real, like on how shit really going in my environment, shit that I go through in my everyday life. I'm talking off of like my experiences. You feel me?
Yeah. Listen, man, we appreciate you guys being honest. Honesty is one of the things I respect the most.
Definitely.
And we appreciate you guys coming on here. We understand that a lot of you guys haven't done this before, and it takes courage to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I will always say, just be honest.
Yeah.
Because if you're honest, even if people don't disagree, at least you stood on your shit.
Yeah, you stand on that shit.
And that's what I respect that. Like again, you ain't from Baltimore. That's what we stand on over there. Okay, real quick, thoughts on the show. Something you may have learned today.
So, well, as always, it was a great show, and I don't learn that much today, but it was so interesting for me to see other perspective, and I want to say thank you for you being so honest, and defending your point. I think that was a great thing. I mean, everybody has their own opinions, but at the same time, like you were very good in defending your point.
You were articulate about it. You were giving examples, etc.
Honestly, you were a really great guest. I would just say speaking to the mic a little bit.
No, my bad. For sure.
But okay, cool. What about you? Thoughts on the show? Go ahead.
I enjoyed myself. In terms of learned, I just learned that either I'm living in a small world or most of the world doesn't see a lot of this stuff that I see outside.
Have you guys ever traveled outside of Florida?
Where
are you guys from?
I've been to Atlanta and Jamaica.
So many Miamis.
I'm gonna be real with you.
I've been to Alaska. I've been to Canada.
Oh, Alaska.
Yeah,
okay.
he traveled.
Alaska's different than
Hawaii.
But
don't get me wrong.
I definitely understand that outside of Florida, women ain't like, you feel me? It's good women out there, all that. You feel me? Like I told you, like I told you, the people that I met from Baltimore gave me vibes like, damn, I want to move to Baltimore. Like these females really on some, like they on the right mindset. Like you feel me?
Yeah.
So I understand like it ain't just the way I think is because of where I've been.
Your environment.
You feel me? My environment. I haven't, you feel me?
Yeah.
Traveled enough. You feel me?
Outside of here, because I just moved here 6 months ago, there's some really good men and women out there. For sure.
I'm knowing
for sure.
it.
Yeah. And it's really easy. Like even we do it. We moved down here around the same time, where it's really easy to come down to Miami and think like, oh, everyone's like this.
Yeah.
They're not, bro.
It's not.
There's people in North Dakota that, don't even give a fuck about the shit we care about. You know what I mean? So I definitely get that. Okay, what about you? Thoughts on the show? Go ahead.
Great show. I'll say this one this probably be one of the best podcasts I've been on. Like, you feel me?
Sensation.
This is nice. Like the conversation was good. It wasn't, you feel me? Nothing. No, read this and do this. It was, you feel me? Authentic. I'm all about like authentic, real vibes, like real energy. I'm big on energy.
You've been on podcasts that like people made you like read a script or something or say
like they'll tell you, not even like a script, but they'll basically tell you how this is gonna go. I'm gonna ask you, oh, what's your favorite food?
Okay.
Stuff like that. It wasn't like, oh, no filter, no everything. Yeah, even no cursing, shit like that.
No, listen, man, we appreciate that. We have never once planned anything, and I remember when we first started, people were like, "Oh, you guys want to go viral? You should do this." And I was like, "Listen, man, we're gonna be authentic. We're gonna be honest. We're gonna be organic. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk about the topics that come up.
Yeah.
The super chats that come in, the chats, they're amazing. The questions you guys have for each other, and it's just we're brand new. We just started, so I'm really excited. But yeah, we don't script anything here, bro, and that's really cool. But we've gone viral before. Facts. And people that were like haters, they were like, "Oh, you script that." I'm like, "Bro, they
gonna think you did it anyway." It's just like what you said about the cheat. They hate us anyway. I'm gonna do it.
And it's like, bro, everything that's happened here, the porn stars fight the OnlyFans chicks, the strippers, me getting punched in the face, like by girls, and all that shit was organic. It was never planned.
Oh, you better than Andrew Tate.
Nah, if you've seen like the old videos, you'd be.
I gotta tap in for sure.
Surprised, bro.
But that's why I fuck with y'all shit though, cause like, even like me as a rapper, I don't write. Everything I do freestyle. Everything I do is based on energy. Like it's based on like no scripting, no filter. Like that's why I kind of like gravitated towards this.
Okay, cool. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate it. What about you? Thoughts on the show, bro?
It was definitely vibe. Definitely fought with it. I like that everyone was able to really, like he said, step on what they felt as if was what they really believed in. Okay. So yeah, that's what I say. I learned that I probably need to do a little bit more traveling and do a little bit more searching, because apparently I've been under a rock. For real. Like I just been stuck in Florida.
And here's the thing too, bro. There are some really good women here in Florida too.
That is rare.
Most definitely.
You have to.
Rare.
The thing about it, you're gonna scavenger hunt down here. You're going to. So
you ever play Where's Waldo? Yeah, that's how it is trying to find a good woman. They're out there. They're out there, but
it's the same. Don't get me wrong. It's the same thing in their perspective too. It's hard to find.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
it's probably more harder for them than.
No, because high value men are
I feel like it's guys
equally as harder.
Yeah,
a lot of guys get thrown on them. That's my point. And a lot. Like I
but
said
they have
earlier,
more options. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
A fact.
And I feel like
another
thing that's kind of non-existent is ambition.
Ambition, yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, everybody want to be taken care of.
Exactly. Like you want to down here, you can go take care of yourself. Now I kind of somewhat see why these girls turn into hot girls and they feel like they need to be individual. But how the hell you gonna want to be individual, but still got a man?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Doing all that thing that you swear you want to them not to do. You feel me? So yeah, I don't fuck with that hot girl shit. That I'm individual. Girl, no, you're not.
Yeah. the thing about these boss babes and hot girls is that for the right guy, when the right guy comes along, they get feminine real quick. Real
exactly.
Quick,
like,
so
there's some girls that really try to go against it still.
Like you have no idea how many times we have these feminine, strong boss babe chicks come on the show, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, and they're like, oh, I like that. You know what I mean? And it's the way it is, bro. Real quick, I wanna listen. We just got another fucking super chat. Real quick, let me read that one real quick. Shout out to my boy super chat. Super Santiago says, I'm late, but here for the show. Support, blessing, and respect. Unfiltered crew. I'm ready to be on the show. The yacht party about to be lit. Shout out to you, man.
Shout out to you, Kat.
Damn, bro. Is Santiago? Yeah.
My bad.
Shout out to you, bro. Is he coming? I gotta talk to him, bro. You gotta DM me, man. Listen, bro, we already have almost 90 people coming to this part. This yacht party is gonna be 4 yachts, bro. It's gonna be lit, man. We're gonna time together, yacht hopping and doing all that fun shit, food.
Is it gonna be all day?
Jet skis?
It's gonna be
no, it's because at nighttime.
So
it's gonna be all night.
So we'll do it. We're trying to do it to where we can still catch like the sunset.
Yeah.
And then we're all night partying all night. So it'll be pretty cool. I've only done it once before. That shit was lit. That night was lit. That night was lit. I've only done it once. And I did
go wrong with a yacht party.
Okay, brother. Real quick. Thoughts on the show? Go ahead.
I fucked with the show. I like how you got to see everybody's different perspective, and like he said, it wasn't scripted. Like everybody, once you ask a question, you got to think, and you got to see everyone's actual thoughts on the topic.
Yeah.
And like how he was saying, it's crazy to see how people not from Miami think. So I got to travel more too.
Yeah. You know what, bro? Shout out to you guys too, man. Like when I came down here, I didn't know anyone down here. Like it's really hard, like just getting up and leaving and going to a city like Miami and not knowing anyone.
And finding
it's
people
not a
you can
tourist
relate
city.
to too.
It's not a social.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But
everybody's to themselves and
I was
independent.
I was very blessed that when I came down here, I started working with Fresh and Fit guys because they had so many connections. But I realized that even him, bro, he came from Atlanta, and it's like, bro, we didn't know anyone here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool to see how people down here think. I'm not gonna lie, like I said, I think the men down here could step up more. because the women down here are going wild. But I think it comes down to the men. You know, at the end of the day, because we have hoes up there in Baltimore too. We just don't have that many.
I don't think that it'll ever change. I don't think the guys will ever step up because. Yo, the rich guys are coming here, bro. They'll throw the money because, bro, it's $10K to them, bro. It's $1,000.
It's not fair, bro. Because the competition here is not fair.
That's what it is.
You got the millionaires and the billionaires that will come down here and throw that money, and then the guys.
Then the girls expect that, so now the guys can't catch
exactly. It's like okay, and even on the financial tip, it's like a lot of bad dudes ruin these women's minds. So by the time you get to them, like
That's a good point.
Car battery mess.
That's probably like that.
Flat tire.
That's probably like
the car analogy.
Yeah.
That's why I say if you talk with me a little bit more, you're gonna get what I'm saying.
But see, that's probably like the most agreeable thing you've said all night. Like, yes, by the time there's some really beautiful women down here, and by the time they get to a good guy, they've already been through the fucking ringer, bro.
And it's always my first. There's always going to be that good guy. I always want to be loyal, like she said. Like her dad was trying to say, there is going to be a guy that's loyal, but there's going to be that one girl, that one bad cherry. Gonna ruin him.
Now look why she said her dad is not. He ain't the same. He ain't doing all that lovey-dovey shit no more. You
feel me?
That boy player.
Real quick. I want to get your thoughts on the show. Go ahead.
I learned 3 things. First thing is, I know what emotion is now.
And
emotion. Oh yeah, he's from the DMV too.
I appreciate that.
Wait, what is it? The emotion?
The emotion.
Y'all don't say that out there in the A.
It's emotion.
Motion. It's not the. You don't throw the on it. You just motion.
Like motion, like the waves, like the motion of the wave.
Motion.
Like the motion, like shit is flowing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going for real. Like we have
You're going up.
The second thing.
Then we just be like, yo, we got it like that, nigga.
Everything. One thing, another thing you're gonna learn about Florida. Everything we do, we slow it down. Like not slow it down, but if the word this long, we finna make it
simplify it.
We finna simplify
everything.
Shorten the perfect word.
Guys, real quick. I'm sorry. Lord Peachy says, "Let's go, Team Yacht. Be talking to you after the show, after the podcast, Basil. I should be on a plane in less than 24 hours. See you soon."
Okay.
So shout out to you, man. We appreciate all your support, man. Yeah, actually, he's from the UK, right?
He's from New Zealand, bro.
Yo, I always get that shit. Yo, my bad, PG. He's
further.
Further. So he's flying to Miami just to party with us, man. We're super excited to see you, brother. Thanks so much for the support, man. We appreciate it. And we keep our word here, bro. If we said we're gonna fly you out, we'll fly you out, bro. It's gonna be a lit ass party. We're excited.
That's some real shit, man.
Real quick, listen, man. I appreciate all you guys coming. I appreciate your time. Shit, man. This was it's a tough weekend for me. I ain't gonna lie, and you guys definitely made my night, man. You guys were a cool panel. Ladies, thank you for coming. We had so many women today that it's just a shame.
Yeah.
But it's Miami. So thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate the gentlemen as well. If you guys, want to come back, just hit up the team. We'd love to have you guys back. Thank you for, being amazing guests. Thank you to the chat, man. You guys rock with us all night again, as always. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for the nighttime show, man. Peace. Have a good night.
Oh no.